of all have trading view signals study first, which is we talk about this thing. Then we talk about this, and then we go for, so these are our sequences. We talk about trading view, ADA Copilot, and then risk management robots for your problem journeys. Okay. Now, first thing first, what is trading view? I believe that we have been using trading view along the way, and you should know that trading view is the chart that we look here. Okay, so yesterday, right? I mean, in day 1 and day 2, we've been learned about 2 simple strategy. One is moving average, and one is RSI. Now, there is actually a way to do better tradings other than RSI conventional setting, which is we just take the basic numbers and then we get the adjustment on it, which is the way that we do optimization. By starting adjusting the indicators, we can get a much cleaner and much straightforward view of the markets. Now, what we can do is that over here, I believe that my team has been submitting this thing for you guys, right? Which is, let me have a moment. Now, suppose that you guys should have 2 robots in the trading view. And these 2 robots is called as Alpha MA Cross and Alpha RSI Cross, which is these 2 robots. And in these 2 robots, how to use them? Let's give an example. Let's use moving average cross for example first. Now, this moving average cross, as soon as you put it in, it will automatically come out the line for you. And basically, one red, one blue means that one is for moving average buy, another one is for moving average, slow moving average and fast. And the period by default is 50, 100. And there are multiple settings of this. Now, what does this mean is that by default, moving average is, like we said, cross up buy, cross down, we sell, correct? Now, when we buy and sell like this, right, then it will automatically calculate that based on this way of doing trading, right, what will be the returns. So you can see we are using in the 2-hour time frame, it's not working very well. Hence, you do not need to ask me what time frame will be the best. The best thing to do is with this indicator and this robot in the chart, right, this Alpha MA Cross, all you need to do is just to shuffle around the time frame, okay? And you can find out that, hey, the best time frame that use moving average is actually 1 hour. Of course, you can go higher than that, like 4 hour daily. And of course, among all the time frame, the best one remain in the 1 hour. And you can do this simply by applying to any other markets. For example, let's say that I would like to apply into Bitcoins. Then I can shuffle between multiple time frames and see that which one works the best. Of course, this is the equity graph. And from the equity graph, we focus in the result that is latest at the back, which is somewhere here. So 5 minutes, 15, 1 hour. And we can see that for these settings, the best setup is going to be at 15-minute time frame. You can see that it has been consistently growing up in the 15-minute time frame. And right now, a few minutes ago, okay, this have just made a 1 cross here, just coincidentally showing you a 1 buy signals. And let's say that, okay, now I'm doing in computer. I would like to get a signal directly to my phones. I would like to get notified as soon as there is a signal, but I don't have any time to look at the charts. So what I can do is that I click on this button, add alert. Okay, and then this thing will pop up. All you need to do is just to click create, and you will be done. So it will come to this alert here. And as long as in Bitcoin, USDT, this kind of market, right? As long as there's a long, meaning that there's a buy signals pop up, it will notify you. Hi, Ethan, it is the time to make a long, which is make a buy trade. And short means sell trades. Close signal B means buy, right? Close buy and close sell. So by doing this, right, now it already give you a very shortcut to how to enter and how to exit. Now, of course, the signal come out, you should not immediately enter. All right, you should apply a bit on analysis, understanding does these settings logical or not. For example, now it tell you the buy signals here. And how can you buy even better than these signals? Well, if you buy here, you buy anywhere lower than this, it's going to be better buy. So you sell here, you sell anywhere higher than this is a better sell price. Meaning that it just tell you that from here onward it's good to sell, but does not tell you that it's going to be the best or not. Best one, we don't know because market may fluctuate, ma. So as long as it sell here, you sell behind than that, you can get a better profit already. Then you buy here, you buy later than that, you can get a better profit. And the rest, just let the robot handle for you. Okay, so this is for Bitcoin. And actually, there is one of the way that we can make this even easier. Now, how to do this to make it even easier is that now in the membership side, you guys supposed to get TradingView robots. Okay, if you guys don't get it, then you guys can request from our support team to get this. Yeah. Now, let me see where can I get it. I think my team did not add it for me. No Bitcoin spot, right? Not. Isn't this is Bitcoin spot, not perpetual? Okay, it's not future. It's Bitcoin USDT. Of course, you want to apply in spot also can. You want to apply in any market also can. All right, just apply into it, and then you can just change the time frame. From the strategy tester, you can immediately know that exactly which time frame is going to be best at it. But then even it's not the best, also not an issue because here you have this thing. All right. In the membership side, you can see this, and there is a settings there. All right. So let's say that I'm interested in moving average cross. Inside moving average cross here, the setting file, we have been done bunch of setting for you guys, and depends on the market that you are trading. So let's say that you are trading on Euro USD, for example, and all you need to do is to take the settings on the latest one. Okay, take the setting from the latest one and then apply it into the charts. For example, this is the moving average, and I'm going to apply this in 30 minutes. So I key in number first. So this is left to right, then just get up to down. So I key in first. So how does it work? Is at 7343 43 3012 1.7998 and then 1.41. Okay. So you can see that this setting did perform quite well in gold market as well. Okay, but gold market 30 minute, not so performing. What if that we change to the original one? Okay, Euro USD. Now you can see that Euro USD wise in 30-minute time frame previously was performing quite well. Okay, previously performing is quite well, but then the performance getting lower down. Right, you can see that it's not so performing recently on this setting already. What does this mean? Is that this means moving average at this time frame based on this setting is no longer performing. Hence, what you will be doing is that, of course, you can do back something. You can change slightly on the time frame to see that if there's any opportunity higher or lower. Okay, 30 minutes don't have, then we move on. Now you can go back and see that there are another moving average at the back one. Okay, like 30-minute time frame at the back. So what you can do is that you can key in the setting again. So 457, 463, 32, 322, 2. Okay. So these settings is still performing, not so performing actually. But actually what I'm showing you guys is that as long as you can go to see the settings, all right, you just find the setting that you want based on the time frame, key in, and you can get it. And then the best part is that these settings will give you the signals where to buy and where to buy and where to sell. And same thing, if you like to have these settings to trade for you, you can click on this icon. It's free, just can create the alerts. Now, for free TradingView account, you can have one alert on it. So just choose the market that you would like to trade and just choose the market time frame that you would like to trade. All right. So this is just providing a signal to let you know on moving average. Now we also have another one, which is Alpha RSI cross. In this Alpha RSI cross, right, you can click in. It do the same thing. Okay, but then this time instead of using moving average, it is using RSI. Now, this is an RSI indicator, correct? To let you know, because RSI, single RSI will have a lot of noise. And that's why we do slightly different. We have double RSI. Now I just write fast and slow, but essentially doesn't matter because we just take two RSI, then we do a bit of calculations how to combine them together, and then tell you the output, the buy and sell signals. By default, okay, you can just ignore this. By default, it will just buy at RSI 30, close at 60. Remember, last time how I show you guys is that we will buy when RSI cross below, right? But we don't close when it really goes to the other side. As long as it cross above 60, we exit earlier. Alright, so this will do the same thing as well. And last time I also mentioned that cross up or cross down, right? Now this thing you can change it in the robot as well. So the question is that would you like to cross up only you buy, cross down you buy, cross up you sell, cross down you sell, which of the option that you will be taking out? Okay, so this is like a few of the changes that you can do to tune the best settings. Again, you do not need to so hard think of the settings. All you need to do is just to go here. There's RSI cross settings. In the setting over here, you just find the market that you would like to trade. So any market will do. All right, you want to take forex also can. Sometimes that you will see our settings have been marked as red color. Red color means that we have proven that this setting is not working and hence don't use it. So let's say that I'm taking out these settings and we just give a try. Okay, completed. Right, so you can see that this is the settings, but I think that this setting is quite conservative. Perhaps that we can change to other time frame will be better. Yeah, 1 hour. Okay, maybe we'll just give a try on the 15-minute time frame. Okay, the setting of 15-minute time frame. Okay. Now, as what you can see, right now there are multiple sell trade is opening at a peak. Okay, so by here it is showing losing money is because that it assumed that what if that all of this sell trade close all together, it will be losing. Now all this sell trade is like dollar cost average pricing. And as I said in the workshop earlier, you do not need to be worried about this dollar cost average because later I will teach you guys how to properly calculate the risk, how many dollar cost average that you can do. In this robot, right, it will do dollar cost average suggestions, and it suggests that you can up to maximum 6 threads. But what you can do is that you can lower down to be 5 threads, 4 threads, and see that whenever it will actually reduce the risk. So whenever that you are key in the settings, all right, then there will be two numbers that I'm looking at. Number one is profit factor, okay, and number two, total threads. Total thread need to be reasonable. It cannot be like, oh, I only have 1 thread. Then 1 thread 100% win rate doesn't make sense, right? Standard one is usually 25 and above, right? In any time frame, the total thread larger than 25 is okay. Less than that is definitely not okay. Then the best is around 50 to around 100. This is a total thread of a strategy to be really quantified that it is good or not. Of course, different packages of TradingView, right? You will get different data. The data I'm showing you guys is a free trial data, alright, which is a free TradingView package. And at free TradingView, the number of data is limited, like around 1,000 candlestick, 5,000 candlestick, something like this. So that is actually the range. And the profit factors over here, this is actually referring to your risk reward of the portfolio. So of course, the higher the better. Usually anywhere between 1 to 2 or beyond is already a good start. Okay. Most of the strategy is actually lying between 1 to 1.5 lah, somewhere here. So you can get 1.2 and above is actually pretty good in terms of trading already. Okay. So that is part of the TradingView robots. And again, how to enter, how to exit, pretty simple words. It buy here, you don't follow blindly. It sell here, don't follow blindly. You sell anywhere above this is better. It come out with buy signal, you wait it go lower, only you buy. It come out with sell signal, it goes higher, only you sell. What if that you miss? Miss, just give it. Alright, miss, then just leave it lah. Okay, so that is a trading view robots part. Is there any question that you guys would like to ask? Or is it all clear? All right, if it's all clear, you can type a clear in the chat box. Good. Now, next thing that I would like to talk is about ADA Trading Copilot. Now, this is another way of doing analysis. Now, this analysis is instantaneously tell you that at the current moment of time, it's best to buy or best to sell, and referring to uptrend or downtrend. Now, it said buy or sell is actually not buy or sell. It's just telling you that it's now an uptrend or a potential downtrend. And what is the chance that, what is the probability that this market will move to this take profit and stop loss? Okay, so for example, let's say that, guys, tell me a market that you guys would like me to analyze. Hi, Ethan, just to confirm, above 60 need to sell, is it? So Chandra Guru, above 60 is just a guidance for the robots. Like I said, always you have to change the settings based on the market that you would like to trade. Now, if I just use the default settings, okay, close at 60, it is generally not so performing compared to the default one, right? So what you can do is that you can switch around other time frame to see that what will be the time frame that is profitable. Maybe 1 minute or 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour. No, the best one is 1 minute time frame. So default setting is only performed in 1 minute time frame. Something like this. All right, so this is just a default robot settings that tell you that if you follow this SOP to do trading in the past, how would it be like? Of course, you can make some changes on the RSI. Let's say that RSI 20, all right, 20, 25, something like this. Would it be better, or 20, 20? Then you see the results are much better. So the Excel sheet is actually, we automatically adjust everything for you. In the end, we come out the report for you and tell you that it's going to be majority good to buy and sell at what parameter. I mean, we just directly give you the pinpoint of where to buy and where to sell. So Ayub would like to know Go. So we come back to an ADA Trading Copilot Telegram group. So we type /day trading Go. Okay, now this is going to be a keyword that you have typed exactly the same one-to-one, cannot be a typo. And this thing, you can learn it from here. In the membership side, we do have it in here, how to use. There's articles. And in this article, we have laid out two formula. Number one is day trading, and number two is S&R zone. So from here that we can see, day trading is come up with this thing. Now, if you don't know how to read this, what you can do is that you can copy this, go to ChatGPT. Now, I believe that all you guys should know what is ChatGPT already. Okay, if you don't know, then you can just treat this as an AI trading bot opened by Elon Musk companies, right, which is OpenAI. And this company is doing AI chatbots. So what I do is just I copy and paste this Copilot answer to me, and I said, explain in simple words what is the direction for gold. Now, ChatGPT supposed will not give you an answer or financial advice or whatsoever thing related to trading. But because I give the ChatGPT the default answer like this, it will automatically digest for you. For me, I would prefer to say, put it into point form. By doing this, it will come out with everything for you and telling you that right now the suggested direction is to sell. And based on sell, the reason is because the gold price is below the target price already. And what is the target price? Now, this one you have to go back to look at this one. Key price meaning is we call it a benchmark price. If the price above this level is likely to be uptrend, if the price below this level is going to be downtrend. So meaning that right now the price is moving below. So it's justified that it will likely to move below this. And this level is by auto calculate for you guys based on the market trend, everything. Then they come out with a benchmark. Above this, uptrend. Below this, downtrend. Then sell opportunity take profit at this level, stop loss at this level, and the estimated risk level of 3.56, and ask you to trade rationally. Now, all this information, right, essentially you can get it from the panel here as well. Okay, so it's like the win rate for this particular trade is 43%. The chance of this to happen is 43%, meaning that at this boundary, right, okay, the chance of this price to come down to hit the take profit is 43%. Okay, and there will be stop loss here. So the question is that now, win rate of 43%, risk reward of 3.56, and the stop loss of 511 point. Questions: did you think that it's a good opportunity to buy? I mean, it's a good opportunity to sell or not? I mean, yes to trade or no, don't trade. I type in the chat box, yes or no. Okay, the answer is no. So put it into a simple SOP, all right? Yesterday we mentioned what is the right time to do trading, right? The right time to do trading is 3 p.m., 7 to 8 a.m., 3 p.m., and then 8 to 11 p.m. So right now we are at the time of about to 8 p.m., right? And about to 8 p.m., the win rate need to be at least 50%. I mean, reasonable, 50%. And at the same time, the risk reward must be larger than 1.0. Of course, this thing meet already, higher the merrier. And the stop loss need to be at least 10% of today maximum high and low range. This number equal to estimated today volatility. It estimated gold markets, right, today up to down is going to move around 2471 point. That is a volatility, and the 10% of it should be the minimum stop loss. So it's 247 point. This is the minimum stop loss for gold market. And by knowing this minimum, right, now 511, this one has already qualified. So it is yes. It is also yes here, but it's a no here. Okay, so you just need to wait. Now, how to wait? This thing is updated every single second one. But then you do not need to call this every single second. You only call this when there is a real proper opportunity. All right. So for now, no need to do anything and wait first. And this thing will even help you to do trading charts. Now, support and resistance sometimes is quite tedious to draw, right? And support and resistance is you draw here and they also don't know that it's correct or not. So might as well that you can use these tools to draw support and resistance for you. So all you need to do slash SNR zone, go, and what time frame that you would like to do the tradings. Let's say that you don't know what time frame to do the tradings. You can go to the chat box here, ChatGPT. What time frame is best for? I mean, give me a keyword: scalping or swing trading. 1, 2, scalping. In gold market. Now, ta-da. So, guys, now the question that you guys asking is mostly quite common, all right? And there's quite a standard answer for this. 1 minute is going to be extremely short term. It's aimed for crazy quick price movement. 5 minutes is to capture price fluctuation, and at the same time to execute multiple trades within a relatively short period of time. Meaning that we would like to dollar cost average. If we would like to see the big picture, likely to be 5 minutes. And 15 minutes is a longer perspective to allow for substantial price movement development better before the exit. So it's like before entering or exiting the trade, meaning that this is like eagle view, right? You view everything at the top. Okay, make sure that it's all okay, then you only go in. After you go in, you become a tiger. And 5 minutes is a tiger. You really go in and fight. And this 1 minute is like touch and go. Touch and quickly run away. So that's why for the time being, because we would like to see overview first, that's why we go for 15 minutes. So we said M15. Now, over here, you come out with this. Hey, it's a pretty beautiful drawings. So what you can see is that in the past, there will be multiple levels of support and resistance. For the time being, you can just ignore this level name, alright? This is just the naming and numbering on it. Okay? All you need to know, number one, there will be two AI telling you that what will be the potential future movement of the gold market. Technically, the yellow AI, right, work the best when the market is trending. And red color work the best when market is in ranging. And there will be a case that this will goes up, this will predict to comes down. Quite normal. It's sort of like when you go to learn any technical analysis, right? You will see that it will goes up, will goes down. You will don't know that where it will goes. Same thing, right? This is like a bot. This is an AI, like a two guru standing in front of you, teaching you two things. One is for trending market, one is for ranging market. But if these two persons have the same hypothesis, that means that the current market will going to have the highest probability going to be follow the directions. So how to read this is that currently this is the current price. And based on current price, right, yellow color predict that it will come down, up, down, ranging a little bit further, then it will continue to come all the way down to around level 2, around this price range. And after that, it will be ranging around here, then it goes up. But we don't go too far, we just say that around this here. This will be your next target for yellow color. And for red color is about the same thing. Just that red color come down a little bit slow. Okay, come down to here already, then range around here as well. That means that both yellow and red is telling you the same directions. Hence, all you need to do is to follow the directions. After you have entered for a trade, then all the things that you need to do is to leave it for the bot to do the trading for you. Alright. Now, is that clear for you guys? Right? If it's all clear, is there any question that you guys would like to ask before I continue? Right? Is there any question that you guys would like to ask? Okay, just now the robots, some of you guys are actually typing one of the market. Alright, I forgot what's the name of the market. But let's say that is there any market that you are interested to trade, right? Now, let's say that you the market that you would like to trade, right, is not in the listing here, right? This is a listing of market available. You want to get more, so what you can do is you can type /symbol list. By doing this, it will tell you that all of the market available for you, and it will come out with an Excel file for you so that you can have a proper view and which are the type of market that you would like to do the trading. Can we ask the ChatGPT about risk and reward? Can. So for example, if you go for another market, let's say day trading, any other market that you guys would like me to analyze. Come on, type in one more. Tesla. Well, supposed to be completed this thing first, then Tesla will come out. Okay, so number one, Tesla is a stock. When you want to do Tesla, right, now, then you will be going to understand that the exact terms for Tesla. So TSLA. Now, this is the Tesla. There is a .o behind, so you have to type exactly one-to-one with this. /day trading. I think Tesla stock haven't opened, so I think that the result will not be accurate. But never mind, we can just give it a try. DAX. What is DAX? Okay, so you can see Tesla stock is this. Okay, what I will do is that I usually will double check, plug in one more time to double check that if the number is correct. If it's correct, then it's okay. So what I will do is again, same thing. If you cannot analyze, copy this, put it into here. Based on the risk reward of Tesla stock now, would you think it is good to trade? Question mark. Based on the information of blah 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 blah, too long. Alright. Summarize for me in point form. Short and simple, please. Based on the risk reward, the estimated is going to be 0.15, and the risk reward suggested below 1 is a potentially greater loss than your gain. Hence, the risk reward is not favorable. Other factors such as personal analysis, market conditions should be considered as well, and it asks you to trade rationally. Hence, of course, this, even though have a high win rate, but the risk reward is too low already. It's not suitable. And if you're really interested to know that, what will be the better risk reward to trade? What will be the better risk reward to trade for Tesla? Okay, I don't have the real time. Suggest, teach me a risk reward number that people use to trade for US stocks. Okay, it is 1 to 2. Right, can see this. 2 meaning that 2 means this number need to be 2 and higher the better. Okay, reward is 2, risk is 1. And the higher the better, like 3, 4, that is like the standard number for the US stocks. Okay, so this is what you can play around, and as long as you need any guidance or advice for help, this is where that it can help you to analyze for it. And the next question by Jian Yi Ji, alright, is that all the things that have been done here is at the best time, right? 7 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Yes, correct. Okay, it's best at doing at the best timing. Can be slightly earlier, slightly late, does not matter one. It's not like you need to go to office, check in and check out. No need. Market can wait a little bit. Usually slightly earlier is better. Alright. So you can just ping it so they can prepare in advance. And don't simply ping this to ping it, alright? I mean, don't simply, oh, it said that go to buy, then buy. Go to sell, then sell. You still have to base to seasonal analysis. Okay? Remember, yesterday we talked about seasonal analysis, right? And let's say that we go for gold market. Okay? And we can see that what is the seasonal analysis for this month for gold. Let's have a look. So for gold market, right? Let's run. Is potentially to be ranging. Sometime up, sometime down, sometime up. Alright? Potentially to be ranging. And could be upside or could be downside as well. Alright, we're not sure. Hence, at this stage, if it's ranging, okay, if the number is mostly ranging, what you guys can bet is you can just follow the Copilot answer, which is just a Copilot suggesting to be selling. Then you can follow. Now, the next step that I would like to do is that I would like to demonstrate that how to do day trading, all these things directly from your phone. So over here, I've been set up the robots in the MT4. Okay. Let's say that I would like to do in gold tradings, following the signal just now. Okay. I just open up my gold chart. So right now I'm in my gold chart. In my chart, there is a scalping auto exit. So before that, I need to make sure that I already have enabled auto trading. After auto trading done, go to Alpha Mascara trials, drag and drop, and I can click OK. So after I'm done, then suppose that everything should be put like this. Alright. So by doing this, I have done my setup in the computer. So what I'm going to do next is that same thing. I will be showing you guys how you can do robot tradings direct with your phone. Now for VVIP, you don't need to do this step as we already set up this up for you. Right now, you can directly open the chat from your phone. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to share screen from my phone. And from my phone, later you guys can have a view, right? Where is the place to enter the threads. a moment. Okay, so right now I'm in my just to confirm, you guys can see my phone screen. Okay, yes, good. Now, the next thing that I would like to do is I'm going to my MT4. Okay, in my MT4, what I'm doing is that I will be going to the threads. Now, yesterday I've been mentioned that I can add any market that I would like to thread. Now, this is the iPhone versions, but essentially for Android, it's going to be the same. So you can go to the markets here, go. Now, one of the features that I haven't mentioned that you can click on this and you can look at the charts. At the chart here, you can actually navigate to see the chart. Open up, zoom in, zoom out. Alright. You can click the screen. Then there will be multiple settings that you can make changes with. But for me, personally, I feel that the charts in MT4 is not friendly. I would prefer to use this to enter trade on it, which is, okay, go right. I just click go and I click trade. Just now the Telegram bot teach me to sell only, right? So I'll be selling at 0.02 lot, alright? And also at the same time, you guys can see that in the Telegram bot there, it is suggesting me to put a take profit and the stop loss, correct? If you guys have a phone, right, you guys should be able to look back and you will find that the take profit and stop loss is the value of it. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is that I will be in the numbers. So the stop loss that be inside is 1.5132. 51.32. Take profit wise is 46.21. So I just key in from my phone and I will enter for sell trades because the Telegram bot asking me to sell. Now again, this is only for demonstrations. Supposed to be 50% winner, I only will enter one. But for now, I just do for demonstrations. Okay, demo. So I click for sell only. It's not a signal, it's just for demo. So you see that as long as I've done a sell trade, it will be inside here. And you can click into here. Then you can see that my trade has been stop loss, take profit in place. Okay, having a take profit and stop loss in place. After that, you have been completed, you have been done. Then what you will be doing next is that you can just off your phone. Then we can come back to our computer. Hold on. Is there any way to verify that if the robot is active from the phone? Okay, good question. To verify this, I think that's the only way is that if you are using VPS, then definitely you can log into the VPS to have a look. Alright. If you are using computer, you can AnyDesk into your computer from your phone to look at your computer if the robot is in the smiling phase or not. Okay. So what I'm going to do right now is that I have coming back to my computer and not sure if you guys can see this or not. But I can't see myself. Now, inside my computer right now, what you guys can see is that screen black. Let me adjust a bit. Computer need to. Okay, in the meantime, I'm fixing these technical errors, right? You guys can type the question into the chat box. Computer need to on all the time in order for robot to work. If have VPS, actually no need one. Okay, if you have VPS, actually no need. I think we need to have more guidance and lesson to setting up the VPS connection to our computer phone. Actually, there's nothing to set up. Once you have the VPS, it's automated already. Eh, did I set up anything wrong? Let me think. So my take profit. Oh, okay. I set up wrong already. The take profit should be 1928.05. So what I can do is that now simplicity wise, you can just drag this, or you can click the take profit at the bottom here. Just double click here, and then you can edit number here, 1928.05. Then it automatic adjusts down. Okay, this is my take profit. Quite far lah. Now over here, what you guys can see is that here I enter for sell trades. Okay, I enter for sell trades. And how did you know that if the robot is activated? Now you can see that the robot have a smiling face, right? Means that it has been done. And by doing this, it will do two things for you. Number one, it will judge risk side, it will adjust the profit side. If the price go above this, it will think that is it a peak or not? Because what will happen is that market may pull back, pull back, it come down. Very, very likely to happen, right? Or pull back, here the stop loss also coming back down. But then it doesn't care. As long as there is a potential pullback around this region, it will automatically enter for sell trade at the top. Okay, and it will also, after it enter for sell trade, will set a new take profit for you. Sorry, this is going to be a stop loss, and set a new take profit for you. It's like automatic set for you. Okay, and it will make sure that you have do multiples until it's necessary for you to recover. How to choose the button at the left bottom? How to choose the button? If you want to edit take profit, just click the take profit button. Alright, if you want to click for stop loss, then click for stop loss. Alright, you can do the adjustment here. Or you are mentioned about the button over here. Okay, now the button over here, as simple as, now let's say that not a good guidance, but then let's say that you think the market is good now. You want to enter buy, just click, then you enter buy. By default, the buy lot size is 0.05, but you can make adjustment in the setting later. So you can make buy trade, sell trade, and sometimes we think that market is not so good already. It's potentially reversing. So I would like to close 25% of my trades. In your portfolio, in your stock tradings, you can close 25% of your portfolio, right? You can reduce your portfolio risk by 25%, right? Now this can be done over here as well. You can also reduce the risk by 50%, or this button close all, meaning that it can close all of the trades for you as well. And next thing is about grid, plus plus and profit minus minus. We talk about this thing first. By default, now you see this is, okay, let me close the buy trade first. Okay, to avoid confusion. You see, by default, what you guys can see over here is that here you have your sell trade, right? You can see there's purple line. This is your average sell price. So from here, you can come down around here. Okay, you see this green line. This light green is about 100 points. That means that the minimum profit that it will wait is about 100 points. So before 100 points, it will not do anything. But then you do know that gold market 100 points, too less profit already, right? It need to be even larger profit. Hence, what I would say is that you can use this profit plus, minus. Plus plus means you can, I said I would like to take more profit. So what will happen is that when you click this plus plus, you see, this thing is moving down. Mean that, hey, I'm targeting to aim to come down at least to this point. Or you think that, no, the market is not so good. I think as long as As long as come back down a little bit to somewhere here, I should close already. But this robot have an intelligence behind it. It will prevent you to go too close to zero because or else it cannot cover the spread also. Break even is around this level. Alright, it's been calculated for you. This is the minimum break even point. So as long as come to here, anywhere below here, it will start to find a bottom point to close for you. And at the top side, this one, okay, this pink color is where we'll do dollar cost average, right? And same thing, this grid plus and minus is the adjusting of this. You can use plus, minus. Hey, it's not working. Again, for some reason, I'm not sure that why it's not working. But suppose that when you click plus, it will increase and minus it will reduce it. Now, if this button does not work, also never mind. Okay, you can click on this phase. Inside, you can see that this is a minimum cross profit. You can adjust directly from here, which is I need to earn at least 250 points for Go Market because I would like to get more profit. Okay. At the same time, you can think that when the robot close for you, meaning that it capture the profit, right? Instead, I say that it don't close everything. It will close bit by bit, and let the profit continue to run. How? It will close 50%, 50%, 50% for you. After that, this is the auto grid step for next entry. Now the gap distance is about 3 candlestick. Okay, it's about 3 candlestick. You think that the gap is too big, you want to be even more aggressive, you can put it to 2 candlestick. Okay, as long as the gap goes out slightly about 2 candlestick, it will close for you also. Okay, and we do the setting until here first, and we click OK. Then it will redo the setup for you. Then you see, hey, right now it will do dollar cost average at this level, and take profit, you see, much further away. Now, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to let this thing run, and at the same time, I'll continue to expand about these settings so that you can have a better pictures on how could this robot help you to do the risk management. Abnormal market filters. I believe that if you have been trading long enough, you should be experienced before, alright? You do know that there is a risk in the market, but you do calculate it well that, okay lah, the market will not against me. Okay, so for example, let's say that you make a buy trade. Okay, you are halfway in profit. And what you can do is that there's a button, stop loss and break even at here. What does this mean is that initially your stop loss is here. If you think that, market is potential to come down already, there is like what we call this as news. Economy news is going to happen here. You worry that it suddenly have a big crash. What you can do is that you can click on this button, stop loss and break even. It put your stop loss to here. Okay, it automatically put your stop loss to here. Regardless how many trades that you have, it put everything to that level. By putting to this level, right, what will happen is that if the price suddenly drop, also never mind. Okay, it will not do anything. Alright, it will just cut loss for you and not cut loss, break even for you. And even continue down is no longer your business. You are making sure that your trade, at least bare minimum, you don't lose anything. What if that you already buy and immediately come down, have a big shutdown? Now, what we worry is that what if the market have a shutdown, suddenly dollar cost average in between? Then market manipulation happen, down again, then it enter again, keep down. The way that we do is that we have a huge candlestick filter. As long as the robot detected that, hey, something wrong with the market, it should not enter the market, right? Yesterday I showed you guys, right, the vertical dotted line. This is controlled by these settings. 1.5 is like, I put it into a simple word, about 1.5 times of the average candlestick size, it will stop doing the trades already. Okay, like a standard candlestick is about, for example, gold is 100 points. If the candlestick suddenly go to like 150 points, suddenly spikes on, it don't do anything already. If this is not a good way to do dollar cost average, it will automatically stop for you. Also, what you can do is that you can set up the risk, how many trades that you allow to enter, so that it will not cause margin call. Because dollar cost average should have a limit as well. Cannot be continue the dollar cost average until you lose all of the money. There is a limit. Okay, here is lot multiplier. Now this is a dangerous settings. I have to put it this way, these are dangerous settings. Now, dollar cost average is those for aggressive traders. This aggressive trader is, for example, let's say that you would like to be, okay, this is selling trades, right? You are selling here at 0.02 lot, and you would like to sell here again, but this time you would like to times 2, okay, lot multiply by, let's say 2, so it becomes 0.04, 0.08, 0.16, and so on. Okay, by doing this, you are multiplying your lot size by 2 every single step. The only reason you will do this is that you are so damn confident with what you're doing, or you are ready to lose every single of your money. So yes, this is a martingale strategy, and it's only done it on purpose. Okay, so I'm telling you that you can do this kind of adjustment, but by default, my robot don't do this. Okay, by default, my robot will just open back dollar cost average with the same threats, which is lot multiplier of 1 lot. So be careful on these settings. All right, if you are aggressive trader, you do know that what you're doing, yes, you can adjust this. Okay, you mentioned that the robot will do maximum $5 to $6 cost average. Let's say that I make a sell trades and robot average until the next trades keep going up. What will happen next? Will the robot help to cut loss, or it still depend on my initial stop loss? Yes, it still depend on initial stop loss, number one. Number two, there is another setting. We call it a prop firm cut loss point. Now, what is prop firm cut loss point? Is that if you're trading with professionals, of course, like banks, they have a strict rules on your daily losses. Now, every single traders have a daily losses set in their mind one, and usually the standard is 2 to 3%, at most up to 4.5% in a day. That is a standard daily losses that a trader will set. And this daily setup, right? How does it work? Is that right now, what you can do is that you turn this to true. Okay? And I believe that average, all of you guys are in VIP, right? You guys are handling $2,000 fundings. So the setup that I give to you guys is maximum that you can lose up to $200. But don't lose $200 in a day lah. A standard is about 1 to 2% ma. So what you can do is that 1% of $2,000 is $20. 2% is $40. So what you can set is that set negative 40 here. Okay, so set a negative 40 here. Meaning that if the market go against you by $40, okay, go against you by $40, regardless how many dollar cost average lah, stop loss here and there whatsoever lah, it don't care anything, it just cut loss everything for you. You will have no more emotion influence, should cut loss or not lah, are you worried there? No. You set this even before you do the tradings, so that when you do the tradings, you just focus on the right thing. Focus on how to enter, how to exit. Risk management fully handled by this side already. And you can also set that the daily close and stop trading is about maybe 2%. Okay? In a day, maximum I lose to 2% only. And for all of the VIP, this is a highly encouraging better setting to set, right? 2 things. True, use prop firms, cut loss 2% a day, and negative 40. Of course, if you think that you are a bit want to have more flexibility, you want to lose $100 a day, also can. But set this number to be slightly higher lor. Now, this is just a guidance and just a standard way that we set as a trader. We fix ourselves that not going to lose too much of money and be disciplined. When we lose more than this, we will definitely stop trading any for the day. Don't trade anymore. And just now I said that there's a buy and sell button here, right? This buy and sell button is actually over here. And the button over here, the lot size is 0.05 ma. You can change it to be 0.02 lor. Okay. Now this is what you can set. And if you have any default take profit and stop loss that want to put, you can put it here as well. Okay. So yeah. So far, is there any question you would like to ask? Okay, I know that there's a lot of information, but just take it first, all right? As you guys have a recordings later, you can watch it. Okay, so this is a super duper important info for you guys. Now, what is SD? SD, let me see where is it come from. Where is the SD? I don't see a SD here. Okay, so SD plus plus. Okay, SD plus and minus, I'm not sure that why it's not working. But suppose this is capturing that how big is the market fluctuation that you would like to get. Okay. Oh, it's working, it's working. Okay, it's here, it's here. Here. Okay. Remember just now I mentioned that what is the candlestick size? Okay. And of course in statistic we can have a lot of numbers and saying candlestick size, but the way that we say for a candlestick size for market go in these favors and to how extreme that you would like to close the trade. Of course, in market you can say that this is a pullback, or this kind of thing is a pullback, or this kind of super huge down and up only considered a pullback. Like how big is this thing considered as pullback? And the only way that we measure this thing is by measuring the standard deviations. All right. Now you don't need to know what is standard deviations, but what you need to know is that right now the number here. Okay. How do I consider that this is an upward candlestick or downward candlestick is huge? Okay. When I click plus, you can see this number. It becomes 1.5, right? See this this number. 1.5, 1.6, 1.7, 1.8. And that this means that I would like to have more and more bigger candlestick. So I believe that the standard is 1.5 as a standard. But you can definitely use a slightly lower number lah. Alright, so that if you want to close faster, it's 1.2, 1.3. Okay, if you want to close lower, it's going to be 1.4, 1.5, 1.6. No need to change this too much, right? Just slightly adjust it a little bit. Okay, I will leave it at 1.3. Okay, and you can see that right now the price has been spiked up and it hit my stop loss, is it? Yep, it hit my stop loss. Okay, so the reason why the market have a big spikes up is because just now there's a news. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to do a very wrong actions. Okay, don't do like me. Now what I'm doing right now is that I am going to demonstrate that what will happen if I enter for a sell trade, okay, over here, and I do not a very good risk management. I make a 2 sell at a peak, like this, okay. What will happen to my trades? Later, after the end of session, then we can see that what will happen and how the robot will handle for you. Basically, I have entered 2 sell. Right now, my average sell is here. The robot is waiting here to do the dollar cost average, and here for potential take profit. And we're going to wait until the session open. Okay, so we put at 1.1 for now. Okay, I remember it's about 1.1, if not mistaken. Okay, so with this said, that's all for the earlier session for today. And we're going to see you guys in the next 5 minute time.
I'm trying to say, in some way, you have to find out how to do the art of thoughtful disagreement. And it makes sense. And then also knowing what's good, what you're good at, and what you're not good at. It's a good thing to know what you're good at and what you're not good at. Meditation is the biggest gift that I can give anyone. And I would say more than anything, it is whatever reason for success I've had. Because it allows one, back to the 2 U's, I'll clarify. What I mean is that in your mind, we think, what do you want? And the reality is, when you look at the neuroscience and psychology, that there are different parts of your brain that want different things. And so, in the simplest sense, there is the logical part of the brain that you're conscious of, it's called the conscious, and you think you're being logical and you want to make those decisions. And then there's the subliminal, below the limbic system, part of the brain, which is the emotional, and it's not as conscious to you, but it has more of an influence on you than really the logical one. And so they're not aligned. And so when you're experiencing that pain, or let's say the ego, right, there were 2 main things. You got an ego barrier and a blind spot barrier. If you can get past your ego barrier and you get past your blind spot barrier, you can accomplish anything, because you also know that you don't have to do everything, you don't have to figure it out yourself. You can take in from other people the different ways to approach things in the best possible way. And so the realization that we all are really struggling with ourselves, and to think which is in control. Meditation helps to deal with the alignment of those two things, because both are valuable. In other words, intuition, imagination, the things we really love come from our subliminal us's, right? Our needs, whatever they may be. They come from here, that subliminal. They may be valuable. They may be damaging. You don't know the difference. And so when they come up and you're looking at those with your logical mind and you can align those things, you're probably in good shape. If you can do that alignment between the subliminal and the logical, and you can do that with other people, so that you can triangulate with other people and say, does that make sense? And get alignment. That alignment is the path to the future, because you only have to know what the best things to do are. You don't have to have them all come up from your head. And for God's sakes, don't be overly opinionated, because just because you have that opinion, it doesn't mean it's true. So that's where the two U's and the alignment really is so important.
Give me a couple things that I can do to get more out of a minute.
First of all, if you do make your passion and your work the same thing, then it's great, right? Because your passion, whatever it might be, you're a painter or you're an entrepreneur and whatever that is, and you find that more enjoyable than going to a ball game, let's say, then that becomes a passionate thing. That's one thing. Second, to know how to work with people who can do things really well to get the most leverage out of people, okay? Third, how do you get yourself really, what are the right work habits? Anyway, there's a whole bunch of those kinds of things where how do I, what you say, how do I get it done without me doing it? Who's the best to do it, and how do I get it? And all of a sudden you open yourself to all different possibilities of how you can do that, right? No time. Struggle well.
Right. Let's look at how you guys are performing yesterday. Vin, Shikyung, Leo, Victor, Roy. A lot of you guys have been coming out a lot. Tony Tiong, Leo, Cairo Hizwan, CCQ, Victor Lam, John Michael Lau. You guys can see, right? About half of the months, most of you guys can make above $100. And that is with the minimum lot size of 0.01 lots. If you guys will have the chance to open at even higher lot size, I believe that you guys can earn even more than this, right? Vin, Lau Wan Kai, Leo, top 3 traders. Chikyung, right, give a round of applause to all of the traders over here. All right. So welcome to day 3 of our automated passive income challenge, and today's we will enter into the most important topic in your trading journeys, which is about risk management. As you guys can see, this is the performance of what I can see that yesterday you guys have been doing. Pretty exciting, pretty excellent, I will say that. And you guys can really achieve like $200 above result, which is about 10% ROI in a month at the minimum lot size. And this is something that I would like to emphasize as well. A lot of people tell me that, Ethan, trading at 0.01 lot cannot make profit one. How many of you have thought of this thing before? But if you think that you cannot make money, how other people here can make money? 100 plus over profit at least 5% return. And that is even before they increase the lot size. The increase the lot size easily 20 over percent is not an issue at all, right? But again, trading is not just about profit, it's about profit over the risk. Now over here, today's we would like to talk about risk management. Before we go into risk management, right, I also would like to address a few things. When I get started with trading, right, now this is what I know, all right? When I get to know about technology, this is my first phone, Nokia 3310, a green screen that play snake game. At 2007, this guy, Steve Jobs, come out with a phone with a full screen, call this as iPhone. At the time, Steve Jobs recommended that this thing will be the world revolutionary change in the humanity, all right? And this item come out, a lot of people worry about it. They think that this thing cannot work one, this thing just blow water, it's not something good to use. I still remember my mom told that, this kind of smartphone is going to steal your privacy, your health concerns, and your identity will be sold on the social media. It's also something so expensive, no one willing to buy. But they will just be very, very minor people like this guy, Mark Zuckerberg. He realized that this is actually something that a trend in the future, which is about social media. As long as he has identified social media as a trend, he quickly embraced it, make changes, and now he's one of the richest guys that doing all these things. Facebook, Instagram, I believe that you guys have been seeing all these social media tools. And right now, if we think back, if right now we would like to catch back the trend into social media, we are considered too late already. Because we all know that social media right now is too competitive. Especially when you want to do it in the world of online marketing. You want to make the money from online marketing is very, very difficult. So in the year of 2021, Intel invented the world's most powerful Intel chip that actually enable AI processing to be more effective even in your local computer. After that, there will be a lot of AI tools suddenly pop up. If you guys start to realize, right, the tools such as ChatGPT, Midjourney, and many, many more AI tools for your productivities. And even you can hear about trading robots, about cryptocurrency, auto trading AI, but everywhere else. Now, it's the same thing, all right? These things have been opened up a lot of people's mind at the possibility of AI. But also at the same time, there are people that worry about AI. There are people that think that AI is still too early in the phase, that still not accept this yet. And just again, a very, very minor of people start to realize that AI is the next future. And they start to pick up the skill to learn about all this technology, even though they don't know anything about the computer, right? They also have been asking around if there's any possible way to solve this problem or not, all right? They would like to ride on the trend of the AI as fast as possible. Because if you miss this opportunity, you will have to wait another 10 years for another trend. So this is what I always said. AI can never replace your job, but the people who knows AI is going to replace you. How many of you agree with this? Now, once you have been replaced, it's not just about losing the opportunity, but also make you to lose even more money being outdated from the entire society. So that's why I always said, embrace the new technology, embrace and use it. Now, if the technology in trading is slowly to be changing, right? If people are using the robot, you have to know how it has been done and how you can embrace it as well. If it requires you to learn a new software, new tools, learn it. If it requires you to learn about new computer skill and techniques, right? Just do it. Like what Ivan said, prompt engineering is something quite new that popped up very, very recently. Or else 5 years down the road, everyone that using AI to do the trading, you are still using, I don't know, right? Manual trading, draw here and there. Other people just drag and drop to handle everything for them. You are going to be outdated very, very soon. Now, some of the students earlier asking me this question, right? Would AI 100% replace human in the next 10 years? For me, my own personal opinion is that AI will not 100% replace your job as a trader, but AI for sure will replace some of the things that repetitive, will be a very, very good partner as a trader. Again, it's a partners to the traders. It's not fully going to be like money printing machine that can print the money from the sky drop to you. Essentially, it's a collaboration relationship between you and the AI. Something like Iron Man, the what do you call it? Jasper and Tony, right? This is how they collaborate to save the world, something like this. So in the robot trading, right, in order to make sure that our system can work smooth, that's why we are using a VPS solution. Now, a VPS solution is just a computer on demand. And this computer on demand, right, you can access it anyway, and even you can access it from your phone as well. So it's much easier and convenient for people that have no time to stay in front of a screen. Now, the provider of the VPS that we always recommend, right, is actually Acute Web Hosting. The reason why we are recommending this platform is because they are one of the partners VPS provider by Microsoft company. And you have been know that Microsoft is how huge it is, right? So I will recommend that you go to this VPS solution here in the Forex VPS sections. And you can just scroll down. Now, usually for beginner, we will suggest you to get started with VPS number 1. Okay? And then you can proceed to add card. Then there will be some setup payment behind. Okay, but then if you are someone that you are using trading multiple chart, let's say that you're using 5 chart, you are somewhat experienced, you would like to continue to trade more and more markets, then will be VPS 2. But usually this 2 is good enough already. And when you talk about what are the VPS locations, usually for price efficiency, we take USA, right? US country. But if you want to be super fast, usually London is the best. So you can give just choice of these two lah. Now, don't pick Singapore because Singapore is quite a premium country. Okay, take US or London is better. Okay, usually I just take USA lah. And the billing cycle, I will take monthly. Now, personally, I will say that you take yearly, it will save you a lot more money lah, because yearly plan usually have more discount. Okay, so then you can just proceed with orders, then move on with the remaining procedure lor. Okay, and if you need any help in Acute Web Hosting, they do provide a very, very good customer support, but down below. So you guys can just click on this, just check with them. Hey, I need help with the setup, then they'll actually teach you how to do it. Essentially, VPS is pretty simple to use it. All right, how simple it is not sure that if I have the connections. Okay, so let's say that this in the Windows computer is remote desktop connections. In the Mac is called as Microsoft Desktop Connection. It's actually the same thing. So you just key in the ID that been sent to your email, then you just click connect. Something like AnyDesk or TeamViewer into your computer, right? As long as you click this, and then it will connect to my VPS. And my VPS will look something like this. All right. I mean, it looks exactly like a computer, correct? Exactly like a computer. There's nothing different. So basically, you can come in, navigate, you can play around, and you can do this even in your phone, tablet, anywhere else, right? If you're a MacBook user, usually I would recommend to use this VPS tools, which is much more, I would say that make your trading seamless lah. Can use mini PC or not instead of VPS? You can, okay, you can. But I would say that the cost of mini PC may be even more expensive than VPS. But having a local PC is actually a good thing to do. Okay. Okay, now the next thing. From the note, right, I noticed that there are quite a lot of you guys still afraid of losing. Okay, Ethan, I know that there is no holy grail, but I'm still afraid of losing. I'm still afraid of making losses in my trades. Or Ethan, I'm afraid of margin call. I'm afraid of losing all of my money. Right? Type in me in the chat box if this is you. And now, how many of you would like to solve this problem? Solve the problem, meaning that right now I'm going to teach you a formula that is going to help you to do tradings that will make you never ever go into margin call anymore. It's like never ever. All right. Now, this is something that we want to talk about, risk management. It's all about how many bullets that you can have before your account bursts. Now, how many of you realize that in the simulation, just in the first 2 rounds simulation, right? Regardless how bad that you're doing, okay, regardless how bad that you are doing, you are not halfway margin call in any way. You are not losing 50% of your account. But most of the time when you do your own trading, right, it really can come to a point that, hey, after 1 month, 50% of your account bursts. Or 1 month and later, 2 more months, 100% gone. Right? That is because you did not calculate well on the risk management. Basically, I have done this formula for you guys. All right, you can write this down. This is the formula that we use to calculate the risk management. And now, write this formula down first. Okay, so this risk management, how does this work? Is that first thing first, it is a formula of your capital base in US dollar. Okay, in USD, how many USD that you're going to invest in? And then it comes down with your total lot size. Total lot size is what is your average lot size that you're going to open, okay, time, how many times that you're going to open. Okay, this is what I'm going to talk tomorrow later, but we just know that, let's say that 1 lot, right, total sum up, 1 single trade, what is the maximum lot size? And this margin call percentage is depend on broker one. So most of the broker having 80%, so this is sort of like a fixed number. And then it comes to max point drawdown. Max point drawdown is actually mean that what is the maximum bullet that you can have before your account bursts. Let's take an example. Gold market. All right. Right now, you are trading and your capital base is $1,000. Okay, $1,000. Then we have to know about gold market daily volatility. How to know this? Now go to Telegram day. Okay, there is a section called as ADA Copilot. Okay, you guys can do together with me. In the Telegram day, you type /day trading and then XAU, gold. Alright, day trading gold. After that, you come up with these numbers. Okay, 2471. Okay, 2471. Okay, write down 2471. Meaning that gold market 1 day, okay, is going to move 2471 points per day. Okay, up to down maximum volatility is 2471. All right, that is a standard numbers. Okay, now let's say that you are the person A. Okay, person A, you are aggressive trader. You are going to open a lot size at total of 0.1 lot. By 0.1 lot means that, let's say that you don't care anything. You're the type of person that, 0.1 lot, go in, done. Okay, 0.1 lot. hints, then we calculate a bit. How to do the calculation is that based on capital of $1,000, divide by 0.1 lot times 80%. So guys, take out a calculator and we do the calculation together with me. 1,000 divided by 0.1 times 80%. So the number is 8,000 point, right? Percentage. This is percentage. Okay. And now, after you've done this thing, you take a division, right? Divide by 2471, which is equal to 3.23 days. Hey guys, calculator, right? Don't have calculator, you have phone, right? Calculate together with me lah, alright? Or else, if you don't calculate, later I just say you come in left hand side, go out right hand side, correct? So you do a bit of calculation, at least you understand that how to calculate together with me, okay? Now, what does this mean? This means that, okay, in the event whereby you make a buy trade, okay, you make a buy trade here, and the market can go up and down, 50-50, right? It goes out 50-50, goes down, and it says that the number of bullet means if the market go against you down by 8,000 points, meaning that from top suddenly jump all the way down 8,000 points, and in about 3 days time, you are going to be margin call. So for those that trading in gold market, questions: how likely that gold market is going to drop 8,000 points consecutive days? Drop or up also can, right? Meaning that one-sided go up or come down. How likely that gold will go up or down 8,000 points in against you to make you margin call, right? Is it very likely or very, very hard? Okay, likely or hard? All right, type in the chat box. What do you guys think? Hard. Okay, hard, unlikely. Now, let's prove it from the charts. What I need is just 8,000 points. Okay, now what is 8,000 points? 8,000 points, for those that is using other convention, you are using 8,000 points is equal to 800 pips. Okay, I mean, this is just a number convention. And that is also mean that 8,000 points, let's say that you are so damn lucky, you make a buy here, okay, from the top, not even to the bottom, just somewhere here, here to here, okay. You just need about 17 days time. From here to here, here to here, you already margin call. Hey, son, that cannot consider lah. I will not enter so high one. Okay, okay. You enter a sell trade here. Okay? And it go against you. 8,000 points. Not even there, right? Just somewhere here. It's already like 7,000 points. You are almost margin call. Almost margin call. If I buy here, really come down, not even 2 candlesticks, halfway there, you already margin call. Just 2 days, you will be margin call. Sell here, goes up 8,000 points. 3 days, not even the third day, 1, 2, 3, margin call. So that's why I said, in gold market, to reach to 8,000 points, right, all it needs is just about 3 days. It just needs about 3 days time on average to cause you to be margin call. If you are using 0.1 lot, that is the usual standard. And that is also why, okay, the reason of you to margin call. Now, let's say that right now, very painful already. Okay, you lower down the lot size. You are using 0.01 lot, the lowest lot size to get started right now. Exactly the same formula, this number will become 80,000 points. Same thing, 80,000 points divided by 2471 is equal to how much? It's equal to 32.3 days. Meaning that instead of 8,000 points, right now, the gold market have to against you for 80,000 points. How likely that it will be margin call? Compared to A, which one is more easier to margin call? Of course, A, right? Now, if you know this kind of calculation, right? What does it mean by 80,000 points? Give you guys a bit of concept. 80,000 points. Now, let's say that you are so damn genius. You are selling at the bottom of the entire goal. 80,000 points, 80,000 points, 80,000 points. Wait. Until here, from last year November until now, your account still not yet margin call. It's still pretty safe. Nothing can against me. And of course, this is at the lot size of 0.01. Let's say that you're doing dollar cost average, you have 0.02, 0.04. You slowly add in more and more lot size, right? Then definitely the margin will become lesser and lesser, right? So let's say that 0.02, this thing will be cut half long. So if you are using 0.02, then somewhere here your margin call. 0.03, somewhere here. The more lot size that you enter, the lesser the drawdown that you can afford. And hence, the higher the chance that you will be margin call. So that's why the entire formula here that really determine that how likely that it's going to margin call. Number one is this number. Number two is how many days. Of course, higher the days, the higher the better. Okay. So right now we know about 3.23 days first. Next, type into the chat box what are the market that you guys would like me to know the risk management of it. Right, type into the chat box. How is the calculation for the cryptocurrency? It's going to be the same. Okay. Now we take GBP JPY as an example. Now GBP JPY, how to do it? Same. / day trading GBP JPY. Okay, day trading GBP JPY. You can see that the volatility is 1339. Okay, 1339. So you come back to here and you do the calculations. GBP JPY. Okay, capital still the same. Now let's say that right now I fix every single market I do the same. GBP JPY, short term GJ. I divide by lot size 0.1 lot. Time margin call 80%. This thing still 8,000 points. So 8,000 points in GBP JPY is 1339 point. 1339. So if you take 8,000 divided by 1339 is how much? 8,000 divided by 1339. That is about 5.97 days. And that means that if GBP JPY fully go against you, right, it takes about 6 days consecutive come down, you are dead. But unlikely to have 6 consecutive down, it could be down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, just that combine multiple days until 8,000 points, you will still be margin call. Just that right now, because the daily volatility of GBP JPY much lesser, right? Hence, it takes about 6 days, right? It takes about 6 days. So you can put it over here. GJ takes about 5.97 days. Okay, we take one more. Okay, first come, first serve. Next one is Bitcoin. So same thing, you can type in /day trading. Now for Bitcoin, I usually type for capital for the whole word Bitcoin. Then you click and you wait a bit. So for cryptocurrency is 83276. Okay, 83276. So we go back. 83276. Now, because Bitcoin calculation is slightly different compared to Forex, now the difference is just a multiplier. Now, this one, because different broker, different exchanges on crypto is not yet centralized, okay? And because it's not yet centralized, right? Hence, you have to find the number in the broker that you are trading. So right now we are trading in the Bitcoin, okay? And how can we do this is that, let's say that I make a buy trade in Bitcoin. Okay, just buy in any lot size. For me, I buy a 0.01 lot. Sorry, I just buy one lot, right? For simplicity, you buy, I think I cannot buy. Okay. Okay, I buy in one lot of Bitcoin right now. Okay, in my broker. Now this thing really depends on broker to broker. Then what you can do is that you can drag out, and then you see that what is the distance in between. Okay, this Bitcoin have a distance of 200 points. At 200 points, you can point today. It is saying that at 200 points, I'm gonna have a profit of $200. Okay, I believe that you guys can see this. Yeah, at 200. Now the word is wrong. It's supposed to be point. At 200 points, my profit is going to be $200. Some of the brokers is not writing as 200 points. Okay, some of the broker is writing as 20,000 points. Okay, so that is actually one of the most common numbers. So in a way that just now, this thing, okay, the number that you get from Telegram, Trading View, right? Sorry, the ADA Copilot, you divide by 100. Okay, you can divide by 100. How to know this? Okay, here you see like this. Usually Bitcoin, what we concern is about the first 5 digit. That's the usual Bitcoin pricing. If there is one decimal, all right, like 0.6 only until 0.6 on your broker. If only 0.6, divide by 10. Got 2 decimal, divide by hundreds. So in this case, we got 2 decimal, so we divide by hundreds. Then is 832.76. Then this is point. And same calculation, everything again. 8,000 point. Okay, you open 0.1 lot and divide by 832.76. And what is the numbers? Simple calculation is around 10. Okay, Bitcoin spread with Forex broker. Okay, the Bitcoin spread with the Forex broker comparing to the crypto exchange is 300% much higher, right? Pay more for the trading cost for each trade. Yes, correct. Now that is the purpose of decentralized. Everyone want to have different pricing. So the one that have more centralized is actually cheaper. Those that is really decentralized is likely to be cost higher one. And the next market that I'm going to take is Euro USD. Okay, Euro USD. So I do the same thing. /day trading Euro USD. Then is 651. Okay, 651. So it's about 651. So I just take 8,000 divided by 651 equal to how much? Wow. Euro USD is $12.28. days. Now, what you guys can see from here. Okay, some of the crypto exchange have MT4 platform as well, so that can have took a look on like Bybit. Yep, correct. Okay, but the MT4 platform, now one thing, if you're a crypto trader, this is slightly different. Crypto exchange in their website versus MT4 platform is different, because MT4 is the one that charging higher. Okay, MT4 backend is the one that charging higher. They likely need to mark up the spread in order to get more profit from you. Okay, so look at the table at the top. Now this table here is actually labeling that, okay, of course you can do for multiple market like as much as you like, but it's just that lists out the market that you are trading right now. Now, this is to tell you that based on today market, okay, based on today market, different market got different volatility, and different market volatility was translated to be different risks. So questions, based on current market, which of the market have the highest risk? Type into the chat box. Based on current today market, which of the market have the highest risk? Gold, correct. And which of the market have the lowest risk? Okay, lowest risk. Type it. Yes, EU. And tada! Immediately from this formula here, you can immediately calculate that which market have a high risk, which market have a low risk, and how can you adjust the risk accordingly. And you tell me that, Ethan, I always margin call. Of course lah, you are trading in the gold market, you are trading in GJ. I mean, they are like top 2 highest in among all these. Even Bitcoin is lower risk than you guys, alright? But then that is because recently lah, Bitcoin is slower down. But you see, Forex, EU, you can try on Geo, you can try on this formula in any market. Then you can start to have a comparison. And why exactly that is the reason I'm losing money. Number one, you can see that the formula, the higher the lot size that you're using, the lower your bullets. Correct? The higher the lot size you're using, the lower your bullets. Meaning that you should go back and reverse and calculate. Currently, your live account, are you opening overly huge lot size? Okay? If it is, that means that your maximum point to draw down is also very low. Very likely that you're going to margin call. Second thing is your capital. The lower your capital, the lower this thing will happen. A lot of people text me, Ethan, can I do trading at $50 only? Can. The max point drawdown, I'll just tell you lah. The truth is that from this formula, I can tell you already, $50 is immediately margin call one. Okay, very likely to be margin call. So that's why people say that if you want to go for trading or go investment, prepare a certain amount of free capital that you're ready to lose, because this amount of capital is ready for maximum point drawdown one. Okay, so this is why the calculation and where it come from. Now, move on to the risk management plan. You don't just learn about risk management, you also have to prepare and plan what exactly that you have to do when you are in profits, or the hardest part is what you will do when you are in losses. For example, when you are doing trading, right, you will need to have this kind of tables or this kind of paper, right? Okay, like what I'm always having is like I always have my paper writing there, exactly lay out what will be my trading risk appetite and what is a trading decision that I will do for every single action. For an example, all here what you can see is that, let's say that when my entire portfolio I have end up 2% drawdown. When I reach to 2% drawdown, I will do dollar cost average. Okay, I will dollar cost average for second trades. If I draw down to 5%, okay, then my next plan is I will dollar cost average again, but this time I will double down, meaning that I will multiply 2 of my account. Yes, I purposely plan to do this because I would like to recover much better opportunity. If my account is 10% drawdown, I do dollar cost average and then I will 2 times higher the lot size as well. And also again, yes, I purposely did this one because I would like to recover faster. Now, certain people cannot accept this. Oh, Ethan, too high risk. Then you just change a little bit on the numbers here. Okay, essentially this is adjustable. But for me, I have a strict rules. I will set that when my account draw down by 20%, I will close everything, close all. And that is a rule that I force myself, I have to follow. And this thing is set and planned right before I do any tradings. So whenever anything happens to me, I'm emotional whatsoever thing lah, alright? Like what you guys are doing. I'm emotional in trading. It's on how do I control myself? Now, the way to control it is put the plan in place. Okay. Listen, what if I continue to draw down 30% already? How can I do? Listen, 30%. How to save my account? Okay. Then I also set the rules. If reach to 30%, I will tell you force close it lah, alright? There is almost no chance for you to close because what you will start to realize is that the more you lose, the harder that you are needed to recover, alright? And now, this is similar to the Martingale schedule. Is this programmable in EA? I'm not sure what it means by Martingale schedule, okay? But what I'm sharing is that this is our concept first. Because for those that VIP, I think that you already see that how the robot operates. The robot don't operate based on martingales. Okay, it's just dollar cost average. By planning, it don't do any martingales. Okay, and by the robot also, you guys have profit rules to set up. After reach to a certain amount of drawdown, it will cut loss everything, right? Meaning that a forced close. A standard traders is usually 2 to 4.5%. Around this range, they already like forced to close all and stop trading for the days. Okay, this plan that I'm sharing here is for beginner trader because as I know, for beginner traders, if I want to force you to be trade within 2% maximum drawdown a day, it's extremely hard. Okay, can elaborate DCA. DCA means dollar cost average. What does that mean is that what if that you make a buy trades, okay, and you know that your bullet is about 20 over 1,000, you can still like do 2-3 trades, no problem. So meaning that if the price drop, then you enter, buy again. If it drop further, you buy again. Okay, this means dollar cost average. Now by default, the dollar cost average enter the same lot size. If this is 0.1 lot, this is 0.1 lot, this is 0.1 lot. Martingales is mean 0.1 becomes 0.2 becomes 0.4. Just now from the formula, we also know that if you're increasing the lot size, positive side, you are going to make the average trade lesser and easier. When it cuts out of it, you're already in profit. That is the positive side. Downside is that if it down too much, suddenly it drop, easily hit your margin call. Okay, hence that also come to a point. What if then the market continue to drop further to here? Then we say that force, close, all, and then have a break. Stop trading already. Okay, basically you already out of your scope. Never use martingale. It is dangerous and blow your account faster. If you lost, but if you win, you can win back your capital. Not worth doing martingales. So Kilford, this has also come to the point that if you are doing martingales at the right ratio or not. Okay, but this thing have to go into the numbers lah. What I mean is that just now the risk management calculation that is per single trade. Okay, that is per single trade. But then if you are calculating on martingale level, that one need to use Excel here and there. If you can properly calculate that right, martingale supposedly not to win back your capitals, supposedly should be double up your account one. Okay, but that thing we will talk in a moment if you have time. And next thing, Ethan, I lose to 50% of my account. I still don't close it. How to do what, Ethan, teach me. Okay. Now, if you are losing 50%, you still don't want to close. Okay, you come to me and I tell you that sure close all, right? Because when you lose 50%, right, you need to profit 100% back in order to gain back your capital's weight. If you have that skill to gain back all over there, you will never allow yourself to be 50% anyway. Hint? Now, let's open up discussion. Let's say that you are stubborn. You don't want to listen to me. Alright? You still continue to hold your trade. Wait lah, market will recover one. What you can do? I give you a few options. If you are in drawdown, option number 1, you choose to close all. Option number 2, dollar cost average. Okay? Meaning that you buy more. Buy more, buy more, buy more. Break even, I only close it. Number 3, get my credit card, swipe it, pump in more money, I wait. Number 4, I pump in more money, get personal loan, pump in, brother, sister, pump in more money, dollar cost average. Ini kali lah, this is the chance for me to profit. I will wait until profit, only I will exit. Number 5, do nothing, just wait. Number 6, go to temple and pray. Alright, go to any place you like to pray. Number 7, call Eason. Normally die straight, right? Ini kali last strategy. Okay, 1 to 7, time in the chat box. What would you do if you are at a state of 50% drawdown already? Number 7 is harder than close the trade. Okay, number 7, you call me. I also tell you to close the trade one. Close and delete MT4. Okay, based on what you are saying here, it generally define that your risk appetite. All right. For those that type in 7, I'm pretty sure that you are a very, very good trader, smart there. Okay, but our standard people method is only close all. Even the banks, hedge fund, investment firms, they will end up in a situation that have a huge losses as well. Okay, and then that's why we have a break here. Have a rules in yourself, all right? So how many percentage of losses that you will break? I mean, even for myself, right, I will also have an encounter of losses of 2 to 3% consecutive in a week. And after that, I will just have a break, all right? Now, for trader number 1 and 2, right, this is usually the action as a traders. Technically, this is close and move on to the next step. Okay, DCA, this is those that mentioned that we can make further. This account is purposely for me to do experiment on it. I don't mind to lose every single dollar of my money. Hint, okay, hint, I'm okay to continue dollar cost average to trade more. Okay, and then 3 and 4 is, this is what we call it as, no, not this person. Okay, it's called as investor. Okay, what does this mean is that investor is usually the one that really just pump in the money and do nothing, right? Just wait until the next year, hopefully it is up. Like what happened in the market. Okay, I'm sure that 2 years ago, a lot of people tell that, oi, S&P 500 dropped already, whoa, time to invest. Drop 20% already. Hey, you see, drop 20%, time to invest. Drop another 20%. Then, pump in more money. This is the time it's going to come out. Continue to pump in more money. Can work or not? Can. But only work as if like you are a investor. You are literally investing the money in and don't hope anything back one. Just wait. Wait for long term. But investing also got a strategy one. You invest in some of the stocks that never give you dividends and still continue to drop. Why did you bother to draw on this kind of stocks, right? Now, I'm not giving any advice here. I'm just saying that from mathematical point of view, investing money is okay to work, but you still have to do your own due diligence. Is this a better ROI compared to fixed deposit or not? All right, your benchmark is fixed deposit. If fixed deposit yearly can make you 2% return, can your investment give you that 2% or not? If cannot, then you know which one to choose lah. All right. Only trade with money that only trade with the money that you can afford to lose. That's why mentor is always say this disclaimer. Yes, correct. Investing does not work if you are trading futures. You have the daily holding cost to consider as well. Yes, and this thing apply to option as well. A real investor don't go for option often. They go for option is actually a cost for them. Okay, even though it's quite sexy that you can earn that we call this as premium, but then what they really do is that options, if need to be exercised the trade, right, they really exercise one. Most of the option traders that I know, they just hopefully that never gonna triggers, and that is also mean that you have never prepared a good risk management, because I'm pretty sure that, right, how many of you guys actually prepare for this kind of risk management plan? Most of the traders I know don't have as a beginners. Okay, so this is something that is a must for you guys to do the preparations. Okay, it's a preparation before to do the tradings. Now, the next thing that I want to talk is probably some of you guys here have realized one problem. In order for you to be consistent and being profitable in the trading for long terms that never end up in margin call, you will need a large capital and still have to trade a lower lot size to be enough to cover your living expenses. But the problem here is that we don't have that huge amount of capital to do the tradings. And that's why if you want to do tradings, then come to the workshop, you look for potential solutions so that you can start trading at the least amount of capital. Am I correct? Meaning that you would like to start trading at the least amount of capital possible so that you can grow this to become a first bucket or goal, and after that continue to scale more and more to gain to your financial freedom. All right, essentially this is a question that I would like to ask. How many of you would like to know a strategy to start trading at the lowest amount of capitals possible? Right, type the me into the chat box. Now, before I tell you how, let's ask to ourselves first. Why you would like to do for the tradings? Of course, Ethan, I want to get financial freedom. But which type of financial freedom? Okay. Now, this thing, number one is cash flow. Number two is capital gain. And this is a very important concept to let you know about risk management. Because like what Kilford said, all beginner traders will blow several accounts before they are profitable. Always analyze your mistake and how many trades. Which many traders don't know how. Okay. And I come to find out this thing is because I realized that regardless how I change the strategy, how I change the method that I do tradings, what market that I trade doesn't matter. Okay, because one thing for sure, do you guys agree that even a top investor like Warren Buffett will end up the account in drawdown as well? I mean, I had looked through multiple accounts or the prop firm traders everywhere in the world, and I come to a conclusion that regardless how many skills that you have, one finite day, your account will be in drawdown. Meaning that if your account is super damn small, right, like $1,000, it's very easy for you to draw down until $1,000, and then you will be margin call. Okay, if you don't understand what I'm sharing, never mind. Let's put it into numbers so that you can see exactly which one you want to gadget. Okay. Now, over here, just like I said that there are two ways of doing financial freedom. In tradings, number one, cash flow. What is cash flow? Pocket money lah. You want to have money to cover your living expenses. You want to have money that cover for your passive salary. That kind of money recursive income that support your living expenses. In order to be financial freedoms, you have to be at least the money at passive income is equal to 2 times of your current monthly expenses. And that is also means that you have 2 times more money to spend and still got more money to save. If you are preferring to have capital gain type, meaning that you would like to have big amount of money to buy car, properties, or you want to save it for emergency fund purpose. Okay, so for this one, in a human language, we call this as unlimited cash to spend. So we put a benchmark, average retired. Okay, let's say you want to retire at 40 years old. You have average lifespan of 75 years old. You got 35 years to go. So 35 years times 12 times your current expenses equal to 420 of your money expenses. Meaning that you need to save your money 420 times cash in your bank so that you have considered yourself as unlimited cash to spend already. Okay, then you consider as yourself as financial freedom. So type in the chat box which type of financial freedom that you would like to get, 1 or 2. All right. 1, 2, 1, 2. Have to be 1 first. Wow, you guys are 1 and 2. Can be both? Yes, can be both. But then which one come first? Okay, yeah. I can see that quite a number of you guys are typing 1. So let's do like this. Let's go to 1 first. Now, from the survey, I can notice that on the average age of average from you guys, right? You guys are 40 years old. So can I have a question? What would be the income range for people that at 40 years old? Okay, if they are staying in the city, right? They are still working. What is the age for them at the 40 years old? I mean, the income for them at 40 years old. Roughly how much in ringgit? 5,000. Any more? 5,000? 7,000? 8,000? Okay, I take someone in between, 6,000. Okay, so for the 40 years old people, at an income of 6,000, how much is their expenses? How much is their expenses at 6,000? Oh, 4,500. Got children? Let me think. Got children. 5,500. Okay, 5,000, 5,000. Okay. 5,500 quite normal. Okay, 5,500. Now, for 40 years old, when you have income of 6,000, for sure that someone in between you got money to save, right? Okay, how much is the capital that you're ready to do trading in ringgit? Okay, how much is the capital that you're ready to do for trading in ringgit? Okay, that ready for trading one. Walao, wait. 250 per month, 500 per month. Which, okay, I take which hang answer. 10,000, more reasonable. Okay, meaning that right now, for average 40 years old people, right, the money that are ready to invest is about $10,000, right? And the expense is 5,500. And hence, the target that you aim for yourself to be financial freedom is that at least bare minimum you have to earn 5,500. Now, you're asking this ringgit or dollar. Now, this is definitely ringgit lah. Okay, ringgit. Now, that means that, okay, what does this mean is that right now, you take your this $10,000, go to do the investment, and you hope that every single month, bare minimum give you 5,500 for your expenses and additional 5,500 for your saving. Mean that every single month you aim to get passive income of 11,000. You invest 10,000, every single month you aim to gain 11,000. ROI of 110%. Yearly 1,020%. 1,300%. Conventional standard, they give you cash flow, fixed deposit 4%, property 3%. 3% is right now lah. Okay, as what I heard from my friend. But I still can hear that actually the property market in Malaysia, if you still can cover your installment, is already pretty lucky. Most of the time you need to put up more money to cover your installment one. Now, I mean, just put it like this. Let's say that you are super genius property investment already, 3%. ETF mutual fund, about 4%. Government bonds, you have connection with internal team, right? 6%. You want to buy the best stocks in Malaysia, all right? Then the average yearly ROI is 12%. Warren Buffett, the world's best investor, passive income to himself, 13%. What do you want? 1,020%. Thanks to capitalism. I mean, definitely this is not reasonable, right? Hence, cash flow is not possible. And we move on to capital gain. Same thing on capital gain over here, right? Now look at the numbers. Over here, the number is that's exactly the same. Okay. Right now, your income is same, expenses is same, and this is your capitals. Every single month, you have extra 500 to save, and you have to save about 2.3 million of cash for you to retire. But you will need to save 385 years for you to retire. So definitely save money, not a plan. Trading, not a plan. Then that's why you have to stand out of the market to see that what are the other solutions that possible for you. Here in market, there is a planning. We call it as prop firm planning. Now this prop firm, let's assume a name first. Assume that this name is FDMO, and this company have a contract. There's a contract like this. Okay, come on, Ethan. All right, this is a contract. Right now, you pay me $100 deposit. Okay, you tell me that you are a good trader, ma. Okay, fine, I believe in you. You just pay me $100 deposit first. Okay, and I will give you $10,000 demo account first. So you give me $100, I give you $10,000 demo account. But as long as you can fulfill this condition, such as first month you make a 10% ROI, second month you have make 5% ROI, and then your daily drawdown under 5%, meaning that in a day you lose less than 5%, and in your entire account you lose less than 10%. And that means that if you can fulfill all these criteria, first month 10%, second month 5%, okay, under the loss of 5%, all these things can fulfill, then this company will invest in you. They will give you the $10,000 live capital to do the tradings. And bear in mind, this live capital is for you to do the trading. You cannot withdraw one. Okay, you just take this $10,000 to do the live trading. Now, question to you guys: if you would like to do your own tradings, okay, what would be the minimum ROI that you can achieve at no risk at all? Okay, no stress, no risk, very chill and easy. Close your eyes, you also know that you can hit that easily one. Okay, the easiest ROI, type in the chat box. Zero not considered lah. Zero is not trading at all ma. Okay, 1 to 2%. Okay, the easiest already. 2%. So I just need to make 2% ROI. Okay, so that 2% ROI. Now, from a $10,000, 2% ROI is $200, correct? And then translate back to ringgit is, now the conversion is not 4.4 lah, it's 4.6 already. Okay, it's about 900 plus ringgit. Okay, so far is it all clear? Can still follow? Alright, before I continue, so far is it all clear? Can still follow or not? Alright, type a yes in the chat box if you guys can follow. Okay, type a no if you cannot follow. Okay, a simple version summarize. Prop firms, FDMO, your $100. Okay, they give you a $10,000 under this requirement. After you get this, 2% return, the most no stress tradings, 2% return and ringgit. Okay, so this is one single contract. One single contract. But right now, you are using robots to do the tradings. So you can tell prop firm that, hey, you know what? This is a total capital that I'm having. Okay, I got 10,000 ringgit. And instead of me take this 10,000 ringgit, convert to USD to do the trading, right? I don't want to take this 2,000 to do the trading. I will take this 2,000 to FTMO. And in the FTMO, I would like to exchange for USD. Okay, I would like to exchange for USD. So what I can do is that now here, because one contract is about 100 so we just simple calculation that if I put all this money from prop firm, the total capital that I can exchange from the prop firm is 210,000, right? 210,000 US dollar. And when I have this amount of capitals, right, that is also means that 2% of this is about 18,000 ringgit. Okay, 80,000 ringgit. Okay, to be exact, it's 20,000. All right, 2% of this is about 20,000. But we don't calculate all other factors first. Simplify. Hint, 1 month is 20,000. And all you have done is that at first you invested 10,000, right? So at first you invested 10,000. Next month, assume that everything is right place already. 20,000, 20,000, 20,000. You don't do stupid thing, all right? Don't simply invest funny thing, right? You just take the money, save in the bank account. Take the money, save bank account. Take money, save bank account. 1 year later, from 10,000 capital gain to 230,000 in 1 year. So what you can do at 230,000? Then 1 year 230,000 put into fixed deposit, you can make this much. Put into property, you prefer to buy property because you want to change a new house and take the previous house to correct renter, for example. And your correct renters can get some rental yields, can profit from that. Nah, renters too mafan. Go for mutual fund, or you put into government bonds, put into banks dividends. And this kind of investment, right, is the real passive income. Because this thing is you don't do anything at all, is the real passive income that can generate to you. By any means, they have to give it to you. And you have to carefully think about this. You invest in the government bond, for example. After the maturity, we want to 100% withdraw all the money. Possible or not? Possible, right? So by doing all these investment options, okay, the benefit is that number one, you can get cash flow. Multiple years later, you can get your capital as well. Put into simple example, let's say property. Okay, you invest to buy a property that is already covered by the cash here. Multiple years later, you can sell off your houses and you can still get back your cash. And you have huge amount of cash to live. At the same time, I mean, in the way that you have both sides already. Now, that is just 1 year, alright? What to do after this is that you just repeat the process. This is 1 year, repeat 1 year, 230, 2 year, 406, 3 year, about 700,000, 4 year, 5 year. 5 year time, you got 1 million in the banks. Put into any stock dividend is about 11,000 ringgit. Okay. So my question to you guys is that, is it a good start for you guys, right? If we don't talk about 5 years later, we talk about right now. If you get started with 10,000 into a prop firm, okay, of course you are prepared to go to the prop firm. 1 year later, 200,000 in the tradings returns. Is it a good start for you guys or not? All right, if it's a good start, type a good in the chat box. Harry asking, right? So you can open as many accounts as you like as possible? Yes, the answer is yes, definitely. All right, you can open as much as you can. This is provided that you have a consistent profit every single month. Yes, correct. So there's a point. I'm asking, what is the bare minimum return that you can achieve without any much of drawdown? So in the financial, we have a standard rules of 1-to-1. If you can make profit of 2%, your drawdown is 2%. Can you make sure that your strategy is the bare minimum? No going to have drawdown one. 1 month, maybe just open 2 trades. 1 trade, 1%. Done. If can, why not? Alright. As I know, FTMO don't allow common same EA that have been used by many people. Yes, same thing. But the thing is that this is why I would like to put out this thing as well. You guys are using semi-auto trading bot, right? And the power of semi-auto trading bot is that you, me, I mean everyone in the room, is impossible to open the same trade, same time, same price, regardless how similar our strategy is. I mean, I am doing this simulation purpose is that I just want to verify if possible for you guys to open different trade or not. So if it's possible, right? I mean, you guys use a robot to trade and at the same time semi-auto trade and this trade, that trade. I mean, how can even a bot cannot justify that this is a human or this is a bot. We strategize to scatter this all around. You need to pass the step 2 verifications. The first ESON challenge is not that easy with a strict trading parameter set by the prophet. Okay, not that easy. Okay lah, I understand. Right? Hana say it's not that easy ma. Okay? How? What we can do is that now just now I assume that all the deposit that you put in 100% converted to be a profit account. What if that I reduce by half? Okay, I time 50%, half a bit. Okay, meaning that all the money that you go in, only half of the account left over. The rest of the half all lose money. Okay, the rest of the half all lose money does not achieve the exam. Then 1 year later, you still got 100,000. Good or not? I mean, how to know good or not is to think about it. If you invest $10,000 into your trading account, it's about $2,000, right? $2,000 account. Can you make sure that every single month you make $2,000 and end of the year you can make at least 100,000? I don't say at least, right? Average around 100,000. Of course, very, very hard, right? And in order for you to do that, that's why you crack your brain, find this strategy, that strategy, multiple things add together. Hopefully that you can increase your accuracy so that you can play higher risk, so that you can end out a better return. But then, all these things lies under a 2% risk. Okay, meaning that right now I ask you to be chill, easy. Don't go for so hardcore. All right. I mean, I know that you guys are all the smart people, but take trading chill and easy, because in the end, right, what is the life that we want? Extremely hardcore. Look at the chart every single day. Make sure that every single day can make 2 to 3%. No need lah. All right. That one we leave it to other people. We focus on leverage the capitals and trade just 2%. I believe that this is also enough for us to survive already. Okay. But the EA have symbols for every single trade. FTMO cannot trade. Yes, they can trade. But when they ask you a question, for example, hello, Wei Cheng, I've noticed that your trade is kind of similar to one of our system. Can you justify how you trade? I mean, you are the one that doing the tradings. You are the one that open the trade. Of course, you can justify. All right. And of course, you have the tradings. We call it trading behavior reports. You can even talk to that kind of professional level. You see, this is exactly how I trade. Then, I mean, they can't do anything as well. As long as you can justify how you trade, you are clear with what you are doing, you know about risk management, you can show them your risk management plan, and you are in profit, they will open freely for you one. Okay? MFF stand for My Forex Fund, and they do a lot. I mean, they are okay also, right? They are quite okay. The profit phase 1 requirement of is 10% is a year, right? Oh no, 10% ROI within 30 days. Okay, within 30 days. Okay, now let's move on to the next topics, which is ESON. This plan is good, but I don't have $10,000 for. I only have 4,000. I only invest $1,000 in my account. Okay, so you only have 1,000, right? Never mind lor. So that's why the simulation is going to be more important. You have to make sure that you really boost your skill today to trade for that return. So let's say you only have $1,000. $1,000 is about leverage of 10. And then the profit sharing is about like this. Every single month is about 9,002. Every single month 9,002. Right? 1 year later, still capital gain to 100,000. Still pretty good. Okay. Also, at the same time, how many of you would like to know, is there any strategy or a way to go for prop firm at zero starting capitals? Right, type the me into the chat box. How many of you would like to know what will be the method to go to prop firm at zero starting capital? Type of me. And the secret is, how many of you heard of this thing called as broker free credit account? Type a haha in the chat box. Now, what is this thing all about? Is that brokers do have marketing budgets. And for brokers, in order for them to attract new clients, right, they will do the advertisement. But the concept is that, why should I put the money to Facebook? Why don't I just benefit to you guys? So the concept is that as long as you deposit money into the broker, they give you some money. So what you can do, now warning sign, okay, only do it at your own risk. So you have $100 right now. Okay, you are just graduated university student. Okay, but all right, I need $100. Can borrow or not? Okay, borrow from your family first. Borrow from family $100 per min. Then they give you a credit, let's say another $100. So right now you have $200 in your bank, in your trading account. In your trading account, with a term and condition there, you just follow all this term and condition. You trade all right, with the skill that you're having, with the simulation that you've done, you can prove that you can do the trades. Go ahead. Trade. Okay, term and condition fit. Let's say that you have made another $100 profit. Then what you do? Withdraw your money. Thank you, Bama. This is the money back to you. Then you got your first $100. After that, what to do next? Pick up your phone. Brother, can borrow money a bit. No need to borrow money. Can I borrow your IC or not? Right, I need your identity card. Why? Or I will help you to do tradings. If profit, I will trade you coffee. I will trade you roti canai. Okay, put it back. Take the IC, put back $100, get the bonus back, trade for them, make money, withdraw. After that, you got Ali, Abu, Akao, many friends, right? Your friend list take up, call them out every single one, see that if they want to borrow or not. Don't want, next one. Don't want, next one. Hey, one, okay, they trade. Then slowly accumulate your profit from your friend and get the rebates, all right? So you're slowly getting more and more of a credit, deposit bonus, okay? And then you withdraw out your profit. Then from 100 to become $1,000. And from $1,000, right, then you can start from this plan again. And in fact, right, if you carefully look at this is just a number game. If you're halfway here, right, of course you have accumulated more than 100,000, right? I mean 10,000 already. Then what you can do is that you take your existing money here, continue to leverage, scale up to here. And halfway here, you can continue to scale out to get even more and more larger capital from the profit. And bigger capitals, hence you can end up your result even faster. And this is the plan of trading, right? This is exactly what I said as a trading plan. It's not about can do it or not. It's about how to do it. Because in financial market, right, there are so many tools available. There are so many options. You can just pick, drag it, connect the dots, and find where is the place that you can start as an engine. You can rotate it, and everything will start to rotate. All right. Broker have no deposit bonus, 100% trading bonus, cashback, etc. Or this thing can be played even more aggressive one, but then I just say all right, I just say only I'm drunk. So what you guys can do is that, all right, this is very dangerous, but if you know what you're doing, right, you can proven that you have a good trading decisions. Hence, the entire structure is that you have credit card cashback, right? Put it in, trade, profit, come out, cashback earn once, profit earn once. Withdraw, you have one. Currently, US dollar is super strong, right? Withdraw, you earn another one. Okay, that is what is happening now. Okay, open an account in this broker that can get free $50 credit account. Trading, now of course there is term and condition. So before you do trading, right, definitely you have to read through all the terms and conditions of the account that in the brokers, carefully look into that, and after you understand the conditions, then find a way that how we can take advantage of that to slowly jump into the profit stages. And if you'll be asking me, right, I will say that definitely trading for you to get the best ROI for long term, right, is going to be in the profit. And if you're asking me, whenever trading is going to be a long-term lifetime skill, I would say yes, it's a long-term lifetime skill, but it's not going to be a long-term lifetime job. Because trading, number one, I believe that every one of you agree that is a tired and a bit of emotional task to do. Okay, number one is it's not something very, very sustainable to do as well as a trader. But we do know that because it's hard, that's why it's so much profitable in among all the carriers. So the idea is that trading is just a short-term job. And as long as you have accumulated good enough profit already, then invest in the profit. Now, what is profit is that you invest into investor, get the funding from the investor, let them invest in your skill, and then leverage on their funding to do the tradings and accumulate your profit, because with a huge base of capital, right, it's much easier for you to accumulate and get your return. Hence, the idea here is that number one, find a profit and invest in it. And a short period of time, gain it and in a capital gain your money. And then invest into a cash flow engine and then repeat the process again and again and again. Okay? And you're going to do this again and again until you have reached to financial freedoms. And in order to craft this thing right, essentially, you need to know that what is the thing that in the past that you're having. What is the capital that you are ready for investment? Because if you are capital tight, all right, then you'll be stuck on different phases as well. And in the future, what would you like to achieve? What is the ROI that you would like to get? What is the profit? What is the cash flow target that you aim for in your mind? All right. So essentially, right, trading plan is to clearly lay out that what to do with trading to achieve your financial freedom. Don't get too obsessed about what is the strategy, what is the entry, what is the exit, because that is just a very, very tiny part of it. And carefully think about this. Even though you have perfect entry and exit, you don't have a capital, it will not end up a good return as well. Hence, a proper planning is what you guys should have for your financial freedom planning. All right. So Ethan, can I get this Excel template? It could be helping me a lot, right? Sorry about this. This Excel template is having a lot of sensitive information at the other tabs. So, all right, welcome back. Okay, if you are back, type a back into the chat box. Let me know that if you are back, type a back into the chat box. Now, what we're going to do right now is slightly different, okay? Before we get started with the trading simulations, let's get a different rules of the game, okay? Now, from the Telegrams, what I noticed that quite a number of you guys said that you would like to have more challenging market, right? So I just have a talk to my team earlier, okay? And we said that, why don't we try like this, okay? We have been talking about prop firm, right? So right now, instead of $2,000, let's just straight away give you, I will give you $100,000. Okay, I give you $100,000 to trade, and right now your goal is to make $2,000, which is 2% for beginners. Now, if you think that you are beginners, right, just trade 2%. Now, if you think that you would like to get even higher return, okay, you want to beat the market, then I put a benchmark 5% for intermediate or to experienced trader. Okay. Now, this will be the target for yourself. All right. I just need to make 2% target, but make sure that is make profit of $2,000, not $2,000 losses. All right, because $2,000 is how much in ringgit? It's about 6,000 plus ringgit, right? And 6,000 plus ringgit is sufficient for living already, which is what the standard average 40 years of people expenses ma. Okay, so if you want to be financial freedom, then will be 5%. Okay, now the market that I'm going to trade later is gold. Okay, later we're going to trade on gold market, and in the gold market, the lot size that I'm going to give you to you guys is 0.10 lot. Fair ma? 100,000, 0.10 lot. And at the same time, I'm enabling you guys to have 10 buy or 10 selling trades. So that right now, you have the flexibility to open more trades. And that is also mean that you will have potentially to make more profits, or on the downside, you're going to have potential to lose money as well. Hence, this is a time to examine the practice of your trading risk management plan. When you have draw down to a certain level, okay, when you have draw down to a certain level, make sure that you do close all of your trades. Okay, manage your risk well. Same thing, highest risk, highest ROI, lowest drawdown is the target. Now, to same thing, motivate you guys, the top 10 traders will get a quality monthly, weekly, and daily seasonal charts. And if you are the one that would like to get behavior report, we also have it for this round as well. All right, so if you are the top 10, all right, and you would like to redeem for this seasonal charts, yes, if you are it, top 10 profitable and lesser drawdown, can get it. Now, if you want to get a behavior report to clearly see that what is the risk management that you're doing, what are the skills that you should improving, what is the exact method that you should improve your strategy, and also step by step how your strategy be executed, buy and sell every single layout, this tree, all right, we also can cover this thing report to you. But then in order to get this report, you need to make sure that you do follow one of the rules here, which is number 1, be serious like your real life trading account. And number 2, test your idea, strategy, and hypothesis. Number 3, find the difference between your strategy and other people's strategies. And if you need any help, do ping me in the chat box and ask for help. All right. Now, I think that most of you guys is already been knowing how to use a trading simulation. Is there anyone that is first time today, right? Yeah, first time, can you type 1 into the chat box? Okay, so how to get into the simulations? I think that my team have been sending this into the chat box. Okay, so what you need to do is to click this, join threads now, right? Join thread right now. And then you will come to these pages, this page. Okay, when you come to this page, all right, you just click sign in. Okay, sign in with your Google account. Okay. Here. Okay, when you come to here, sign in with your Google account. When you have signed in, all right, then you'll end up to be this page. Okay, you'll be coming in to join room ID. And the room ID is the one that in the chat box, all right, which is HCSP12S2B, this one. Okay, which is this one. So all you need to do is copy this. Okay, copy this, put it over here. Okay, then click join now. Okay, click on here, click join now. Now, okay, so like this. Then same thing for this round, right? Everyone, please join for now, right? Please join right now. I will enable trading, showing board, RSI, account, and everything. Over here, what you can see that I already given you guys 100,000 account. Okay. And for today, gold market is going to be the same speed. I did not change any speed at all. But then you will start to realize is that gold market volatility, the speed of gold market is moving is going to be much faster compared to Forex. Okay, so just bear in mind with that, right? The things is that the chart still move pretty slow, is it? Now, I can't see any word in the chart. Thanks. Okay. So with that said, make sure that your internet is good. If it's not good, change to mobile data or anything else. And to make sure that the latency is below 150 ms. Okay. So with that said, are you guys ready? Okay, are you guys ready? If I'm ready, type ready into the chat box as we're gonna get started in a 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, this round no one want to ask for tips one. Okay. Okay, same thing. Yesterday, quite a number of people asking like how to enter and how to exit. So from now, we will let the thread continue. And how to enter the thread is pretty simple way. Alright. When the moving average price moving just cross above it, you can make a buy after the market has been slowed down. This is based on moving average itself. If you want to base on RSI means that as long as it's around below 30, 40, those kind of range, right? Then you can enter. Look back to the past. How does it work? No, this time is automated. You have to open and close it by yourself. So what time frame is the chart, right? Now I would like to address this thing as well. Did you guys notice one thing? Day 1, day 2, you guys don't know what is the time frame. You guys can still profit. That means that profit or not is not come from the time frame itself. And that is actually the message that I want to bring up from simulation as well. Let's have a look on how everyone is trading right now. So first of all, Leo, $18,000 profit, just 200 more to reach to first 2%. Fu Qiming catching from behind, 5,005. Wait, Chip Lim So, alright, first one, $2,000 profit. Congratulations. David, Stanley, 2007. Congratulations. Right, we still have David here. Let's look at the first one, Chin Lip So. Let's see that how you trade. Guys, it's a tips war right now. Is it? You see, Chin is making a lot of buying trades here. 10 buying. What do you guys think? Yes or no? Wonder how they can get so much profit in short period of time. Jingwei, you see lo? Right, you can see. This is the person that just reached the first $2,000 profit in very short period of time. It's the first one. Okay. Right now, I would like to pause yourself. You guys a bit okay, because I can notice that from the simulations, some of the bot is telling me that you guys are don't know what it's doing. So how many of you guys have been confused, don't know what you are doing already? Okay, can type a me in the chat box before we even continue. All right, we have just been done the simulation for 2 minutes. Okay, if you have been confused already, type a me. And you don't know how to enter already. Now the thing is like this. Okay, every single time when you guys are in confused, what you usually do is that from the chart itself, because you always look at it like this, you are too detail-oriented person. Now you have to stand out already. Look into other people's perspective. Okay, stand out. And questions. What is the trend right now? Uptrend, downtrend, or ranging? Okay, type in the chat box. Uptrend, downtrend, or ranging? Yeah. You guys say the answer, huh? Good. And what is the month right now? December 2020. Okay, good. Then, no one asked about seasonal chart. Now, this is the hints for you guys. If you look into seasonal charts in December 2022, wait. Wait, Now, this is the way that we do trading as well, all right? Number one is that you do multi-time frame analysis, which is to know the directions. Now, the direction that people are saying is about ranging. Now, how people look at ranging is that from here. Okay? This is more toward ranging. If it's ranging, then it will be up, down, up, down, up, down. All right, this is more toward ranging. And this is one of the way, which is more on technical analysis side. How from technical wise, you analyze the charts. Okay? Now, from here, seasonality. December is here. Okay, after December, you have January. You have February. You have March. You have April. Okay. Now, question. If red color is telling you to come down, green color is tell you to go up. Okay. Right now in December and moving forward to January, February, what did you think that would be the best decision to take? Okay, we clarify the direction first. The direction should focus to what? Okay, now this thing have a name itself. This name is what we call this as year-end effect. Okay, and later you guys are experiencing year-end effect. Okay, so I have to put a warning sign here. Later the volatility will be extremely huge. Okay, so you can take higher risk or you can take lower risk. Then later we can see who is going to be the one that at the top. All right. Now you still cannot get into simulations. All right. The link is all here. And without further ado, we're gonna get started back in the simulations in count of 3. No, not 3, 2, 1. Just right now. Okay. Right now, the simulation started back again. Now I tell you the direction already. Okay. You are having a clear directions how it will move forward, but also at the same time, what will be your drawdown that you will be accepting to take before you take profit? Okay, of course you can buy, but all in, would all in a good options? Walao eh. Wait, guys, you guys know right? December got a chance to come down one, you know. December still have a chance to come down. It's a negative number, just that you know. December is a negative number. If you make 10 buy, you think that you are doing good job? For those that are making 10 buy, you think that it's time to hold or leave it? Hold or leave it? Buy or to sell? Or do nothing? Now, in trading, you got 3 actions. 1. Buy. 2. Sell. 3. Do nothing. So Harry, you're asking how about sell some of it first? Yes, you can. Harry Tian, I can't find your name. Market reached to, just now you guys said ranging, right? So Harry, if it's a ranging, did you think that it's good to buy or good to sell? Or if you think that it's uptrend, I don't know what month is this, but what do you think? If it's a ranging, right, what will happen likely for ranging? But what will happen if it's an uptrend war? Then it goes up. What will happen if it suddenly goes up? Did you have a plan to do dollar cost average or not? You want to sell, can. How? And what is your drawdown allowance? Sell? 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 Question mark? Right, of course, until a level you have to close off. So the question that you're asking just now is about how about selling some of it first? Yes, you do can. And for the trader, like I said, if you are beginners, focus to buy only. If you are somewhat experienced and you do know what you are doing, of course you can buy a bit, sell a bit, buy a bit, sell a bit. Alright, by doing this, you are sort of like maximizing your profit. Okay, but only provided that your action is indeed maximizing your profit. If you don't know what you are doing, already, then might as well that I will say focus on the big directions. Harry, I thought that you told me to sell a bit only. Sell some of it, then you make 10 sell. What if it goes away? You see ranging there wo. Okay, again, yeah. Risk management, it's not about all in. Like full $3,000, 3% drawdown already. Guru, drawdown. Narek, drawdown. You guys are 2% drawdown already. Angeline, $1,000 drawdown. Be away. Tae Yong Peng, about $1,000 drawdown. Be away. You can break through as shown in the graph. Harry, just now is breakthrough or not, we also don't know, but you're all in 10 already. That is not what's supposed to be done. Suppose that you should be entering sell trap bit by bit, not all in at once. I give you 10 selling, 10 or 10 buying is to allow you to have flexibility to diverge it. Okay? It's not about all in at once. Ho Chi Minh, your account still in $2,000 drawdown. Wait. Okay guys, this phenomenon is what we call it as gap. Okay, this phenomenon is what we call it as gap. Okay, what will happen after gap is that market will close the gap first, then it will only choose to go up or down, we don't know. But one thing that we're likely to know is that it will likely to close the gap first. So when you see a gap, most of the time you can close the gap by make a short-term sell trade to close it here. Alright. Now the rule is that the gap become a range. If it range below here, it will be a good to sell opportunity. If it's good to range above here, it's good a buy opportunity. Meaning buy when it's above, sell when it's below. If it's somewhat in between, don't do anything. Right? If it's somewhat in between, don't do anything. So far, is there anyone need any help? Alright, if you need help, type a me in the chat box. the market has second gap, right? What you guys can do is that you can aim to close the gap. And as well, you can see that right now the bot have just entered a sell trade as well. So that means you can try to aim to close the gap. Now Jackie, from your side, right, if you have any difficulty in entering the market, right, contact my team, right? Contact my team. So for my sides, I will aim for enter sell trade again. Okay, now again, the action I do here, yes, I do know that I'm buying and selling together, but purpose I'm very clear. I am just closing the gap. Okay, I am just closing the gap and immediately I will exit already. I am buying and selling by purpose, and my buying is by seasonal. Okay, and my selling trade is by, we call it as the gap. I just want to close the gap. Now I also set a benchmark there. If my selling trade 3 consecutive also losing, I will be stopped already. So I'm just doing different strategy. Buy and sell is a different strategy. Again, to avoid impulsive tradings, you have to know what you are doing. And know what you're doing, you have to be clear with your direction first. The direction is, right now is in January, right? And it's in January already. That also means that the market will be upside or downside. Alright, you do have seen the seasonal chart just now. Okay, and right now your focus is more towards what? Your focus should be more focused on buy side or downside. Now the gap is closing already, so I temporarily remove all my sell trades. Okay, so there's a question asked in the form earlier, okay, and the form is asking me, hey Ethan, how can I improve my trading skill to be consistent in the trading markets? Now, to improve your trading skill, again, same thing. If you know that the entire trend in the future is going to be upside, right, then you should be focused to buy on it. So all your signal is to look to buy on it, and there are only 2 ways to do it, number 1 and number 2. Number 1 is, as long as RSI, because it's uptrend, cross below and go back up again, above 50. Moving average is when the price of candlestick, right, goes above it. Okay, goes above moving average line. Then there will be a way to enter the buy trades. Okay, keep it simple first. Okay, keep it simple. After that, you can go in to clearly see each and every single trade. How can you be improving better? But essentially, like I said in the VIP sessions, if your win rate is reaching 60 to 70%, right? If in the past your win rate is 60 to 70%, you are very, very good already. There's nothing for you to improve on. Most of the thing that you want to improve is your risk management. How can you catch to get a bigger amount of profit? And since you know that the entire trend is more positive, right? Then how about just hold it? Now, right now, let's evaluate the history. Okay, evaluate the entire trading chart. Right now, what is the trend? Uptrend or downtrend? Okay, again, how I evaluate, how I look at the chart is always like this. Zoom out, and then zoom out, right? To evaluate the trend, to evaluate the history, the key things to do is zoom out, right? Only you zoom out, you can view it. Ethan, I had 100% win rate on day 1. Okay, so your win rate needs to be benchmarked over 50 trades bare minimum. Okay, 50 trade is actually the target of win rate calculation. 100% if you have few or 10 trade, that doesn't consider. Now, sometimes you have to know that it's not we having mistake in the market. It's just that the market have manipulate the market. Alright. So this is what I said. In trading, right? You have to accept there is a losses. Okay, you have to accept that it's not going to be every trade is going to be profitable. There will be a time that market may go against you. So if the market go against you, then you have to accept the fact that the losses will come, and the losses come is not because of you are making wrong decision or what. It's not a mistake or what. Most of the time, it's just a market manipulation coming. This part is more towards psychology questions. All right, it's not about technical part. Once you understand the fact that positive and negative may come all together, right? Then I will say that your profitability will start to rise. When you accept the fact that you cannot be profit everywhere. Knowing is one thing, accepting it is another thing, right? So this is something that you really have to go through simulation, see it by knowing and get it. Tips to trade quality over quantity. Now, to trade more quality trades, then you have to focus more on seasonal, more on big directions. Because once you focus on big directions, as what I'm doing right now, you just hold it along the way. Okay, you just hold it all along the way. What is the best timing for market to do day trading? 3 p.m., 8 p.m. The more the volatility, the more the volume, the better it is. Now, the market has pretty much slowed down. So when market slow down, then we just don't do anything. Don't do anything. Okay? By not doing anything is also a tips to emphasize on quality trades over quantity. Because the more you trade doesn't mean that more quality. Okay, now for me, I will enter one more trade over here just because that recently the market have dropped a lot. And after drop a lot, I believe that there's a chance that it will continue to get higher already. I mean, this is just a ranging. Whenever you see a ranging, that also indicates that the trend likely to come later. But this is not considered as ranging. This is just the market just stable within one price. Just mean that when you can see this thing more and more, right, you can notice that trending market will happen after this period. Okay, after a long period of stable, not moving at all. This is usually where the trend market come from. Yep, equilibrium, right? Meaning the number of buyer and seller is the same. But because of seasonal, right, statistical wise, we say that likely to have a higher chance that going to be upside lor. Techniques to improve on the trading skill. Now, techniques is emphasize, focus more on the big directions. Don't look into candlestick details. Look into big pictures. And when you see the big picture more and more, right, then you really will start to understand the market behavior much in a, what was it? Clearer view. I should enter here just now. Because likely that every single time there is a big candlestick. Now this is also one of the tips to improve your quality. You don't simply enter the trades, and you can notice that in the past, right, market reversal usually happen at a big, super big candlestick. Okay, like just now. Okay, as long as there's a big candlestick, usually there's a reversal. But I missed the chance, so never mind. Let's just leave it. Now, just now the concept also, just leave it, is also a tips to improve your trading quality, because you gotta accept that opportunity, yes, indeed everywhere, but not every opportunity you can take one. This is what I always say, right? If you want to take more profit later, you have to give back the opportunity back to the market. You cannot capture every single thing. If you capture, you may accidentally capture Pandora box as well, which is you capture something that's not going to be good, that causes you to be drawn out. You only take what is given. Okay, so the next question is regarding how to minimize drawdown. Let's have a look. Swing failure and a historical resistance. This just now I should enter. No, it's okay, it's okay. I mean, as a trader, we all say like this lah. I should enter. Okay, so right now, now in order for you to enter the trade, it's pretty hard already. You see that it have never entered back. Hey, got. Okay, got chance Got chance I wait for it ranging first. Okay, so this is what I would say. How to avoid impulsive trading is that have a standard guidance in your mind. Wait for it ranging first. You don't ranging, I don't enter. I'm even okay to give out the opportunity. You fly lah, never mind one. Okay, I wait. I can wait. Okay? Don't fight with it. Leave it. Just leave it to be. See? Okay, so I will buy. Why? The price just crossed above. Just crossed above moving average. Okay, at the moment of just now, as soon as it has crossed above, I enter buy. Because I know that it have crossed above. I keep on seeing this question, right? But I have to emphasize about a lot of people, you guys have been asking, right? Can you be more specific on the entry and exit? But in fact, the truth is that there's nothing can be specific. What I'm saying is that in trading, it's not about be more specific. Because the more specific you are in the manual trading, right, the more likely that you will be blinded with bias. So just now I enter here, right, and I am losing money, but okay, I make back the money. So in trading, this is what I said, even you make a wrong trade, wrong decision, wrong analysis, as long as you have the skill to recover it, right, you do not need to be specific. Okay, the thing that you need to be strengthened, or the thing that you have to be really emphasize or make better on it, right, is the skill of knowing how to recover the losing trades. In trading, it's not about how to make more money, it's about how to recover your losing trades. If you have the skill to know that how to recover losing trades, right, you can be profit in any way, in any situation. Okay, let's move on to the next questions. I think the market has been slowed down. And there are quite a number of questions regarding to time frame. So for the time being, tomorrow I will talk about time frame. Okay, 32 question is asking, right? How can I identify a workable strategy, avoid false signals, pinpoint trend reversal, detect potential reversal? Again, trading is all about probability, right? At any moment of time, at any price, at any level, at any way else, at any market, any time frame whatsoever, the chance of it to goes up and goes down at most of the time is nearly 50-50, right? The only thing that we can do is that we need to extend longer on the period. You want to ask that the moment of time right now, in this next 1 second, the chance of it to goes up and one goes down is also nearly 50-50. Hence, that is also why that there is no such thing as pinpoint the reversal. We can't pinpoint the reversal for the next 1 second or 1 hour, 1 days. At most, what we can say that is roughly in these regions, like I said earlier, from December transition to January, from these transitions is going to have a reversal. If you want to go into details, you can still do analysis like weekly charts, right? On 1 week that you will reversal, on 1 day that you can reversal. Definitely is something that we can do, but in terms of really go into the details to understand all these things, right? I will say that market just do its jobs, alright? You cannot force the market to, hey, you must be this. Okay, you must be reversal at this pattern. You must be doing this and that. And most we can just say that probability wise, most of the time seasonal will happen. Okay, but again, market can be affected by news. Market can be affected by economy data. Market can be affected by Twitter news as well. So a lot of this kind of thing, like external factor, is gonna affect your analysis. So you cannot be too make sure that this thing is a must. 90% gonna be happen in this way. This thing does not work in a real life, right? And you have been trading long enough, you know that any single patterns, any single things that you want to be in solid does not happen in live market. Now, one of the big example is that I believe some of you guys may learn about patterns. Alright, pattern means that McDonald's, W, alright, and what happened later. This kind of pattern is good to learn. Okay, this kind of pattern is good, is amazing. But then, question is that, is it happening in the reality or not? I mean, is it happen 100% the same or not? No. Right? Even though it happens, it is like super duper rare that this thing happen. Correct? And you wait for such a rare thing to happen, that means what? It is also good, right? You enter less trade. When the number of trade is lesser, your win rate is generally higher. The people that are using all this pattern is fine for reversal but purpose is to make lesser trade lesser to ensure for higher probability. But if we use programming, we use robot to detect all this pattern, right? In the end, I can say that the market return is still around 50-50 based on all this pattern. So it is the same thing, right? No need to go be complicate the thing, make things simple. Okay, so we're gonna end the simulations in the one last minute. Okay, in a one last minute. And alright, another 30 more seconds. Wrap up your trades before we close the trade for you. David! Alright, simulations ended. Alright, simulations ended. Now, just now, while in the simulation, I've been answering a lot of the Q&A. Alright, I hope that it will be beneficial for you guys. But before that, how did you guys find for this round of simulations? How do you guys find for this round of simulations? Alright. Went to toilet and forget to close my sell trade and now in profit and Okay, Guildford. Now, this is also the thing that I mentioned, right? Guildford, you went to the toilet, you're coming back, right? Now is at no point of returning. So that's whereby, as a skill, lor, right? As a skill to learn to recover the threats. Yeah, first time beat the reward. Did not reach to 2k profit. So much excited. Now, let you guys see how was everyone's performance. Okay, Guru, 26,000 profit. Chong Hui, 24,000. Hey, I asked you guys 5,000, you gave me 26 for what? Want to treat me food, is it? Okay. Now we come down and scroll down, you see. Walao wait. 5,000, 6,000, 4,000, 4,000, 4,000, 2,000. Hey. Wait. Wait. I asked you guys to make profit of 2,000. Wait. You are end up in losing. Alright. Now. Oh, just now I remember David is like maximum floating, you see. Wow, you see. David, maximum floating losses, 15,000. Leo, maximum floating 12,000. I asked you guys to make profit, not to be in drawdown. Just now we say, when you reach to 50% drawdown, what you should do? Close or, right? So definitely these two is more than that already, okay? I mean, we don't even cut to 50%, generally a 10% of the drawdown is hard to recover already. So the thing is that how many of you actually notice one thing? Profit is easy, but to recover the losing trade is so damn hard, right? How many of you actually notice this, right? Type a me in the chat box. So now over here, the thing that I want to mention is that, you see, if you really don't know how to trade, right, the more you trade, you will end up yourself into a cases of no way else, all right? And that's problem of trading. Now, the reason I saw that a lot of questions asking about how to improving is that now you should not learn about how to improve first. You should learn about how to trade lesser, at least in the entire month, right? Can you control that in a month, 1 month, just trade about 10 to 20 trades first? If you can, then only increase 20 trade to become 30 trade, 30 trade become 40 trade. Because the more you trade, right, what will end up is, the more you trade, you end up into losing area. Remember yesterday we have a chart. So from a chart, the more we trade, the more losing that we're gonna have. Okay? And in order for you to recover from here back to here again, that means that you need to have a next month reset back to 0 again. And to reset back to 0 again, you need to have at least 2 months, 1 month just break even, the second month just to make profit. So from 0 to make profit is easy. When you lose to recover back, it's a bit hard. So that's why I always said, do not trade for the sake of I want to trade. Just trade only when you are very confident with it. All right. So same thing. All right. Copy the result here. Go to the Telegram groups and share it in the result sharing session. Wow, lots. Okay. So just now, some of the students saying, "Hey, Ethan, I have a win rate of 100%. Yes, congratulations. Take a photo, post to your social media. Hey guys, I have win rate of 100%. It's okay to show off a bit, okay? But the reality is that, okay, win rate will not be accurate if the number of trades is less than 50, all right? But then we can see, on average, how does everyone win rate? 59, 67, 58, 87, 80, 92, 87, all right, 47. Now you see, these are all the win rate of average of you guys. And just like I have been mentioned already, if your win rate is anyway 60% and above, you consider as very, very good traders already. And if your win rate is less than 60%, does not mean that you cannot be profitable. You still can. Just that your profitability is slightly lower than others. Your result is going to be chopped up and down. But all you need is just to improve from 50 to 55. When you have 55%, the next thing you should be focusing more on is your risk management. Is how much longer profit they can take, right? How much profit they can take. in a way, right, is also solving a problem of what you guys are saying, how to remove the impulsive trading. The reason why you are having impulsive trading is because you don't know what you're doing. To solve this problem, definitely you have to know that how to avoid impulsive trading. Sorry, why I'm saying that, to solve this problem, you have to know that exactly what you're doing, how to enter, how to exit. Okay, you have planned before you executing it. So Ryan asking, right, how come I can make 8K profit but the bot is losing 3K? First time the bot make losses. Yes, correct. And the reason why the bot is making losing trade is because, now you guys can see, right, I'm going to show you guys the real stats. Okay, the bot is indeed making losing at the first, then it only recalibrate earlier. Now this thing is going to be logical happens if you just blindly based on indicators. Okay, now the bot that I imply over here this round is, I want to show you one more thing. Now I'm not sure how many of you do notice this. The market condition do change 2 times. I mean actually 1 time more. The one that is more serious is this. When you guys get started, it's somewhere here, right? So from here change to here, then we only can confirm to be uptrend. On technical point of view, this transition region, right, is the place that the bot don't know. Is it surely going up or have a chance? Because like over here, there's still a chance to come down. Over here is like ranging, keep on ranging at the resistance, have a chance to come down. The bot is betting that thing to happen, but it does not happen. Alright, it's just that it continues goes up, then the bot think that okay, time to cut loss. And the bot is also trying to recover as well. But same thing affect to everyone. This is a law of trading. You make profit is easy, but to recover the trades, now they will be taking some time. Although that the bot over 1 month later, it does recover above it, but it needs to take another 1 more month to make profit. 1 month is just to back to break even. Okay, so this is how the bot is being trading. And let's go back to our slides. Can we see that where the bot made the trades? Yes, definitely. Okay, so when you are trading in the chart, right, I mean, if you are still in, you can still see that. So over here, you can see the button. You can on and off this thing. Okay. Sorry. Okay, when you on and off this, okay, you can see that there's a blink of the arrows, right? So simple. Green color mean buy, orange color means sell. So you see, at first bot make a sell, come down. Okay, so you guys can learn basically how the bot trade is more on like buy high, sell low. So come down, sell, and then buy here, goes down further, don't do dollar cost average, and come to here again, buy again. But as soon as it doesn't goes up, it immediately cut loss. Okay, buy here, expecting to go up, that does not. So it cut loss 1 time. Okay, this is only cut loss 1 time. Okay, it reduces the risk 1 time first. Then this trade over here, profit. Okay, so likely that this bot is expecting that what if that the market is moving like this, goes up, tup, 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 tup. So it reduces the risk, right? This is called this as partial close. Partial close means that you are not sure that it will continue up or not, so you partially exit first. By this way, you can reduce your drawdown. Okay. After that, what else? Okay, then the bot make a sell trade. After it come down, ranging, likely to come down, but suddenly there's a spike. No choice, lor. So the bot hold for a moment. But the RSI is above 50. Here. Okay. Now this bot don't just use RSI to trade. It is combination of moving average and RSI. Although that the weightage I put is mostly on RSI, but it will use both. Number one is that this is more on uptrend. Okay, I mean from the point of view of RSI and also moving average, at this point onward, this is uptrend. From robot point of view, not human. Okay, robot is we preset that this pattern, this behavior, alright, this market behavior is an uptrend. Okay, this one just buy for the pullback one. So as soon as they buy for pullback, and this time it think that it is an uptrend already, it just, we call this as scale in. Okay, meaning that we scale up the risk. But end up, the market does goes up. So it make profit, lor. Just that it also worried that if it comes down. So it just exit first. Okay? And if you'll be asking, right, hey, it's above 50, why you buy? If it's uptrend, the reason of uptrend will happen is high will go even higher. High will even go higher. You think that it's high, then it can go like this. You think it's already high, it can go like this. Right? That is only be considered as uptrend. So like this is, you can say that it's uptrend, but mostly it's like range up, right? Slowly going up. It's not in the expectation of like fastly going up. So here, this bot make a sell, but suddenly have a big gap. No choice, lor. You wait. You wait until here. Okay, you can see that it just close one thing first, then it try to make another thread to recover. Okay, for sell thread, see here, and this is my thread. And then it just close here. It try to recover lah, but basically. The bot try to recover the thread one time and wait for very, very long, does not have anything, then second time, then close. Okay, close at a bit of losses. But in between, does it does any trades? No. In between, it just continue to wait. Wait for recovery. And basically, you can think of this way. How I am doing the trading is how the bot will trade as well. It's just that, okay, I'm adding one more layer of seasonality. Okay, then the bot trying to make another pullback as well over here. But fail, lor. Alright. Sell, go up, close, cut loss. Okay. After that, then the bot start to decide that, okay, I will make a buy. Okay, over here, just now over here, I make a buy here, right? You see, I make a buy because the RSI just crossed above moving average line. I mean, the price crossed above moving average line, I should buy lah. So I make a buy. That is me. Then this one, it wait until it ranging long enough, only enter here. Okay, then it first exit here. Okay, then you wait. Now it may might buy multiple trades here, or I might miss out certain thing, but it closed here for a second time. And yeah, just close everything until the end. Alright. So basically this is how the bot trades. What is the name of the robot that used in these simulations? Now the robot that used in this simulation is not what you guys are having. Alright. Essentially to replicate this, the robot that we're using is Scalping Auto Exit. But Scalping Auto Exit is only focusing on exit parts. Okay. So let's wrap up for the days. Okay, before that, alright, again, remember to do the trading reflection reports. Alright, it is under the section below here. Just go ahead and fill it up. Now, team, can you help me to send this trading reflection report into the chat box? So after this, do fill it up. And tomorrow we're gonna have Q&A session as well. As long as you fill out the forms, I will just go there and read through every single thing. While you trade, I will explain to you on the question that you've been asking. Okay. Okay, let's just summarize for the days. Okay. Now, what you have been learning today is that about risk management, about number of bullets that you use to trade. And from server simulation, you have been noticed that, guys, did you notice one thing? You want to make big profit, you want to be having a huge amount of returns, the way is by leveraging on the capitals. And that is only way that you can do it with the Prop Firm. So now, how many of you actually notice, right? I think that some of you do notice that the one that we are doing, okay, the VIP package that we are doing is actually purposely designed to replicate the Prop Firm's effect one, okay? To replicate, to let you understand that how does the problem is running. Because we have been spending like over $1.3 million in R&D for the robot setup, for all the possible trading strategy. We survey all around the world just to find out that is there any ways to work for a Prop Firm to run in the long run. And to prove it to you guys, we do directly give it to you to have a try. Okay, if you can make the profit out of the robot, right, I will say that congratulations, all right. If you can, I please share with my team or into the Telegram groups that you have made a profit, because I always be very happy that we can see people are making profit from my robots. And also the VIP package, right? Now, just to let you guys know, we have already spent over 250,000 cash dollar. That is my profit from the platform for those traders that would like to get started with. Now, just now there's a question asking, right? After this session, what to do next? And that is also one of my more worry as well. What can you do next? And that is also why that we come up with these VIP packages. I will give you the funding of $2,000 and you use it to trade. All right. If you make a profit, congratulations. We're gonna have profit sharings. If you make a losses, doesn't matter. I will cover for you. All right. And literally, like right now, I'm actually emulating the environment of you can trading at zero capitals, and there's no deposit needed from my side as well. But the best part is that profit is yours. I can cover the losses. You guys know and research perform blueprint that article into it will be gut if you do like them prop farming blueprint that. Okay, I don't know what they are saying, but perhaps if you have something to share with me, you can share with my team, right? We can look over there. We are started to trade a 2K account after tomorrow, right? Actually, to be exact, you guys should start to trade immediately after day one. But I know that majority of you guys are trader, like very, very detailed oriented person, have to know a lot of things after to do the tradings. So that's why, okay, fine, right? You can trade after the session as well. So how to trade now? I think that like this, all right? I think that I have to repeat this multiple times already. Okay, essentially, right? Number one, you'll be clear with the directions. Okay, you'll be clear with the seasonal directions. And number two, you just use any indicator to do the tradings, seasonal. And number two, any indicator will do. All right, the one that I'm teaching is only two things. Make it simple: RSI and moving average. This tell you to buy, find a way from here to make a buy, and then here, robot will handle the rest. Okay, it can handle for profit. It can handle for cut loss. The rest, leave it to risk management. Okay, so now setting up EA is just basically drag and drop, right? Drag and drop, and it will be there. And yes, I have been demonstrated yesterday and today as well. It just done the trades. You said that the bot buy when the price goes up above moving average. What the color of moving average that you're looking at? Essentially, 10 and 20 is about the same line. So I'm just thinking about 20. All right. But don't go to specific. Again, don't go to specific. The more specific you go, the more chances that you are going to end up into biases. Okay, biases. The robot not loading in MD4 in my computer, keep having errors. So Johnson, same thing, right? Talk to my team, and my team is going to surely solve the problem for you. All right. Now, with that said, okay, for those that who haven't, right now, seriously, okay, this is, I just want to emphasize one more time, right? Seriously lah. Honestly, if I just want to sell you guys the robot, right, and I don't care anything about your trading, I don't even need to come up with trading simulations. I don't even need to come up with a VIP package. I don't even need to come up with all these benefit membership as all here and there. All right. So that is how much the effort that me and my team have put it in. And I hope that you guys can actually see the value that we have been putting in terms of investing the money, the resources to you guys to make sure that you do become a profitable traders. And if you guys can see the value, right, can you guys please type a love in the chat box? Just that it's a love to my team because they are staying up to right now in the office. They're still serving you guys. And I also would like to give some words for my team as well, right? Because there has been overwhelming messaging, replying. You guys have a harder time to no time to sleep, harder than a trader, all right? So do give them a love, all right? Just don't be harsh to them, be kind, be nice, all right? Just talk them kindly, all right? So this is some of the message that I would like to bring up over here. So this is a form for accelerator. Just now I've been said that this is going to be form for everyone to fill in. If you haven't filled in, alright, please fill it right now. Tomorrow we're gonna talk about how you can maximize your profit and at the same time save your time with a prop firm using more towards robot trading. Now tomorrow we're gonna dive in more details about robot trading in the prop firms. So with that said, that's all for today, and I'm gonna see you guys in a more challenging session tomorrow. Now, if you guys have more questions to ask, right, I'm gonna be here and I'm gonna handle some of the Q&A. Alright, thank you everyone for your time. Now, if you guys have any questions, do let me know. Okay. Now, recording will be available for VIP students only.